All right, guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel, getting you on the grind and improving your mind in every single video that we do. Make sure you guys definitely subscribe to the channel and smash that like button. Let's get it going. Today, we have a awesome guest, a special guest, because it's an old friend of ours that is here in Jersey for the weekend. And of course, we had to bring him on the podcast because that's what old friends do. They take their friends they've not seen in too long and they bring them on their YouTube platform to shoot up some shit and have some fun drinking along the way. We have another special guest. His name is Jack Daniels, and he's here to stay for the remainder of the podcast. So, my man Kevin.
I've known that friend for a while. So, I think I've known Jack longer than I've known you guys at this point.
Well, that's pretty damn sad because we've known Kevin for how long now? Like,
It's been
over 10 years. Over 10 years now.
It's been probably about 13.
Oh yeah, everything's great.
Audio's good too, right?
Beautiful. Everything is so beautiful and perfect. All right, let me tell you something, brother.
We have to go into origins about how we met Kevin, guys.
Oh man. So listen,
Mike, start. Mike, you got to start this.
You knew.
While
Kevin
you
before
start, I'm
I
going to pour
knew
the Jack
Kevin.
fire.
Actually, no, we had classes together.
Well, we had classes. Listen
to the mic.
Like we had classes together, yes, but you knew Andrew before you met me.
Damn right.
I knew of him.
A lot of people don't realize that I actually create friend groups. I make friends become friends. I'm that guy.
Yeah.
I'm the guy that introduces
I
people
am that
because
guy.
I am that social person. I will actually get people together. So we all lived. Well, Kevin and I lived in like the same town, and we were at the same bus stop. And I met Kevin at the bus stop. Yes, I'm gonna pour that. Mike, will you be so kind to pour me
I will pour both of you guys some Jack.
Yes, thank you.
Just a taster.
Yeah, Kevin is not
I'm
ready
not
for
gonna-
this.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna go crazy on you.
Give Kevin the whole bottle
No,
because
no, I'm taking the whole bottle
Exactly.
because I'm taking the whole bottle because it's my bottle.
Kevin has driven hours and hours and hours to come see us. So he is being rewarded with whiskey, which is the best reward I could think of for a long drive.
There you go.
The ironic part is you're not supposed to drive after it. So,
Well,
good thing I
yeah,
drove before it.
yes, we do not encourage drinking and driving. Would not recommend, guys.
No.
So basically, back to the story.
Yeah.
We went to middle school, and or it was the beginning of high school.
I met you in the
No.
beginning of high school.
We were at middle school.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah, Mike and I were in middle school, so that's besides the point. Freshman year of high school, new kid.
First day.
First day.
New
He's at
kid
the
on
bus
the
stop. I'm
block.
at the bus stop, and I just started talking to Kevin because I'm just that guy, right? As
Yeah.
we previously discussed. And we started shooting shit and became friends.
I think it
Just
was
like that.
a week or two in, you just like walked up to me and you're like, "What's up, new kid?" And I was like, "Okay."
That was me,
Well, I
guys.
guess
That
I
was
made
me as a
friends.
freshman. Yo, what's up? Hi. How you doing, man?
Yeah.
Chilling. Yo, word. Let's become friends. All right, cool. That's basically me in a nutshell. As long as you're not a piece of shit, I'll be your friend.
I think realistically, you're the reason why we didn't get beat up in school, because like he was friends with everyone, and we were
Pretty
just
much.
away from everyone.
We didn't give a shit
Yeah.
about anybody. Yeah, no, Kevin. Because you met Kevin first day. I met Kevin first day too, but technically I didn't know Kevin was Kevin
Yeah,
until like a week and a half in.
Who's this
Because-
guy named
because
Kevin?
we had math class. Well, did we have a
math.
we-
All 3 years that we had math together.
Yeah.
We
we had
3
math
years that
class
I was
together?
there,
Yeah.
we had math together, which was
Did we
fucking crazy.
have gym together that first year or no? I don't think so.
That was. It was
No, because
either-
I think I had gym second period
yeah, I
in,
think we
in
had
freshman year,
what
which
was it?
sucked ass. By the way, that's fucking is terrible. Having
It's
gym,
better than first period.
well, yes,
You imagine going in just being sweaty already.
it's fucking. I loved when we had gym last period,
Oh yeah, I think that was the third year we had gym
Yeah.
together. It was last
and
year.
I had gym last period for my senior year too.
Oh,
Yeah, with
I
lunch
wish I had
with
s-
lunch seventh period.
I wish
Remember
I
that?
at least stayed. Oh yeah. Oh,
Oh, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Even though we pretty much went into gym full from eating, and then
yeah.
had
Hey guys,
gym.
it's a horrible idea to have because I talk about this all the time. It's a really bad idea to have like lunch so early in your day in high school because in high schools, especially under the the Michelle Obama administration,
Yeah.
Or Michael Obama, whatever. I don't know.
yeah. During that time, the schools were trying to become healthy and shit. But what they did was just feed us even more garbage. Like the
Yeah.
pizza was garbage. The chalky
Yeah.
milk. Listen, I am a big proponent. I love chalky milk.
All right.
I love
now,
my chalky milk.
Now hold up. The chocolate milk that we had at Mountain One wasn't that bad. It wasn't great, but it wasn't that bad.
But it's not good for you.
Well, that's fair.
But yeah, but the point is that everything that
you,
we
I
ate at
got
lunch was horse shit. It was trash. It was nonsense. It was bullshit. And
sir.
we kept eating it every day. And I was always like just a hungry piece of shit. So I would just eat everything. I would try to eat Mike's food all the time. And Mike would just give me like his crust, his pizza. I'm just
Yeah.
hungry like that.
Yeah.
And no, he would give me his chalky milk. Chalky milk.
Yeah, I'll
Because
give you
You get the
yeah.
milk came with the food, and he would eat the shit. And I'm like, yo, can I have a chocolate milk? He'd be like, yeah, sure. So I got 2 chocolate milks every lunch. And you know how much sugar that is? So there's a reason I was fat in high school. There's like a lot of reasons.
Well,
But
yeah,
that's
there
one
is
of
a
them.
lot of reasons.
So we did the pizza, the calzones, the fries.
Oh,
God,
the fries. I remember when I used to buy like so many orders of fries.
Dan, I gotta take this
Jesus
shot. Right now.
Christ.
Oh, you poured me a lot of
Yo,
Jack.
this man
This
got
guy,
fries.
this guy,
every
Mike,
day.
guys.
I'm the best, guys.
Let me tell you about Mike. He just gives you everything,
Oh, yeah.
everything you ever wanted.
What was it, like 3 things of fries most of the time?
I think there was one time where I got 5.
Jesus.
I think there was, but I
they
think
were good fries. Though.
Oh, they were very, very good fries. They were very good fries. But then after a while, because they had gotten rid of the fries, and so like
when
I
did
was
they
doing
get rid
like
of the fries? I don't remember that.
oh
Was
yeah,
that senior
that
year?
was senior year.
Oh,
Yeah, they got rid of the fries. So I was having like a bag of pretzels, or I would get or they'd have like the big pretzel, like the actual
like
pretzel.
the gourmet style pretzels.
You know, like the actual pretzel, like the soft, whatever fuck you call those. And yeah, and remember the chicken tenders, like the chicken.
yeah, they were pretty shitty, to be honest.
There was the one year where they were fucking great, and then they were never good again.
Yeah,
I remember that.
I think it was freshman year.
There
they
was
were
the
good.
one year they were great,
Yeah.
and then they were shit ever since.
This is all bringing back a lot of
Oh,
memories to
man.
me. It's actually hitting me
And
hard.
yeah, and so Kevin and I, we
Wait, hold up. Before you finish that thought, we gotta go back to the story how it began.
okay,
Because the audience has a right to know
Yeah.
who this guy is.
yeah,
And so
I'm gonna keep drinking.
but so back to the bus stop. I just became friends with this guy. And what happened next, Kevin? You can go on because we've been talking for forever. So it's your turn to your side of the story.
Honestly,
do you remember?
That's what I remember. Just meeting him, and then it just snowballed from there. I met Mike. I met George. Has George been on the channel yet? Have you guys had him on here?
Has it been on?
Well,
I think so. I think we've had him on here at least once. I think. I don't remember for sure, but I know he's helped us a lot. Shout out to George. He's a great help.
He's a tech guy that has helped us.
Yes, he's very great. We love him very much,
Yeah,
and hope he knows that.
he seems to have matured really well. I'm
Yeah, he's
excited to see George keep going because he was crazy back in the day, but now he seems like he's mellowed out a lot and he's focused.
Yeah, he's doing
I
a lot of
love
cool
it.
shit, man. He does a lot of great shit.
Exactly.
We love him.
Yeah, but basically, I think what happened was we just started because we live pretty close to each other, and George's basement, which is the guy we're talking about. For those who will never know, unfortunately, you just got to be there to know it.
That place was full of memories.
I brought Kevin to our friend George's house. We would all hang out because I basically got Mike into the friend group. I pulled him in. Mike was an outsider. He's from a different town, kind of the same high school, but different like portion of the area.
Yeah.
I brought him in the system, so he's part of the friend group. And then Kevin meets Mike. They become friends too, and then they realize that they have classes together, and then they have wacky adventures in classroom. And this goes back to high school.
Oh man.
Yo,
Now,
we were an asshole to our teacher.
Oh, I'm so sorry, our teachers.
Oh yeah.
and then the best memories were the ones that we had after school, of course. And we would fight each other. And Kevin was always grounded. So when he came out, it was like great to have him come out. And then when Kevin was not grounded, I was grounded. So when we actually hung out, it was like, it was
wild.
amazing. Now,
You both were grounded a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying.
Well, I had my stepmother at the time, and then what was it, your father or your stepmother that was grounding you a lot?
everyone,
Both of them.
Yeah.
both of them.
I think I got grounded by my stepmother more than my actual mother because my mom was never really home because she was working.
We
all
love
the
your
time.
mom. Your
Oh
mom's
yeah,
great.
she's a lovely person.
Oh, super lovely.
Hi, Mom. By the way.
Hi, mom.
Well, guys, the lesson of the day is that a lot of people will say that, your high school friends, you'll never see them again. They will never be your friends for life. Forget about them. They're going to grow old and forget about you. I can't relate to that
No.
statement.
No, hell no.
That's
I mean,
a
you
fuck-
live
Yeah.
like right next to Mike now.
Yeah.
I need to move back up.
Yeah. Like the truth is, if you make the right friends in high school, they will actually stick to be your friend for the rest of your life. Because, and Mike and I say on the channel that a lot of people don't have friends, but we can't relate. We actually are blessed to say we
are
have
blessed,
friends.
honestly.
We actually it's hard for us to actually complain about life. And we can complain about the government, which is easy to do because they suck. But we actually cannot complain about our personal lives because we actually have a good support system that we made because we're just good people. I think we're good people, and we've had friends that have stuck with us through thick and thin. I've known Mike for like 13 years. I've known Kevin for like 10 years, and it's still going strong. It's just like yesterday. We bring him onto the channel. It's just like yesterday, pretty much. So that's why it's important to pay respect to those who pay respect to you. In many ways, more than one.
And especially because like we're guys, so what's great is that like we don't have to speak every day to stay friends.
Oh, Mike and I do, of course,
we do because we do this.
Yeah, we do
because
this.
we do this.
So, but that's
like with Kevin. Like with Kevin. Kevin does not live in New Jersey anymore.
No.
We would love for him to come back, and we hope maybe someday.
Maybe tomorrow he'll come back. But
but like we don't talk to Kevin every day. Sometimes Kevin will send us like things on Instagram
a lot.
and like we'll chat every so often. But like
as far as actual conversations, I think the last time that we had a conversation was like 6 months ago or more now.
Yeah, other than like you telling us that you were coming.
Yeah.
Other than that, like yeah. And so like even though we don't like actually physically speak to each other or text or anything like that for so long, like that doesn't mean that we're not friends anymore. It just means that we're all doing stuff.
Yeah.
Like he's got stuff to do, Andrew and I got stuff to do. If we get a chance to talk over the phone or like through text or instant message or whatever, like, yeah, we can do that. But then when we come together, that's what makes the difference.
Yeah.
Because it's like we never left. It's like we were always together.
Oh yeah.
And that's just how friends are. That's how you know you have real friends, is when you know that even if you don't talk to them for so long and you come back together and it's like you just pick back up where you were, you know you have good friends.
Yeah, a lot of people cannot say they have that same. A lot of people are very lonely out there, and that's why I encourage a lot of people to go out and make new friends. Even if you've not had a friend that like 10 plus years, at least you can go out and make new friends that can last a long time. But one of the main things you need to do is you need to be your authentic self. You need to be your real yourself. That way, when you do make friends, they're gonna know who you are, and it's real. A lot of people are very fake, so when they make friends, it's not even their real friends. It's not even who you are. So when you go up and you pretend to be someone else, and then when that person eventually realizes your true colors, you wasted both of your times and both of your friendship energies on each other because you were being fake the whole time. That's why I like to be completely real and authentic when I first meet people, so they know exactly who the fuck I am, so that when the time goes by, when the time passes on, they'll know I've never changed. Like, Kevin, am I the same person from years ago?
Same exact person. You have not changed a bit.
Exhibit
which
A.
is beautiful. But I know how you feel about the whole fake friend thing, man. I got this one friend down south, and like I thought he was the real thing for a while, but I mean, after it's been 9 years of knowing him at least. It's like I realize more and more his true colors are coming through, and I don't even really want to be around him anymore. And it's a shame because like we got close, like almost to the point where like we're all at.
Yeah.
And he's just showing that, he doesn't really care about people's opinions. He doesn't really want to listen to that. I get it. You want to be set in your ways, but like at the same time, be real about it. Like, hey, don't come in and ask me for advice and then just go and do your own thing.
Yeah.
Like, and if you say you can't stand to be around someone, why are you still having conversations with them? That doesn't feel genuine. That doesn't feel like a real person to me, and it bothers me. But I guess we all got our own problems, right?
Oh yeah.
Everybody got some problems. That's why we have whiskey to calm down.
That's why we got whiskey. And yeah, like, do you want to continue with the story? Because I think we did not even finish the story.
Well, I mean, the story just goes on and on. But so we're back in high school, and we eat the shitty lunch that we were talking about previously, full of sugar and carbs and all the bullshit that the Michelle Obama administration was administering to us. And I bring Kevin to our friend George's house, and we all become friends. There was a couple other friends that we've not had on the podcast yet, but Kevin came on. He's nice enough to come on, and throughout years of bonding and just understanding and just like true, none of us have tried to fuck each other's girls. There's been no drama. We've just been real the whole time. I don't think so.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, no, I think you're right.
Yeah. If anything, I'm giving girls away. Actually, like I don't mind. Like if I have to donate a girl to Kevin, I'll do it.
I am good. I don't need to deal with that right now. I gotta focus on me.
Fair enough.
That's good.
Fair enough. That's
good.
okay.
It's probably the best thing.
it's just like, everybody has their different path and everybody goes different ways and everybody, can do their different missions in life and fulfill their purpose and go after the job they want and get married if they want, or fuck hoes, it's
If
fun.
they want.
If they want, or just not fuck anybody and just be chilling, doing your own thing, not really worrying about any of that, and that's cool. And then when the time comes to get together with the boys and bring out the Jack Fire, it's real, it's there, and it's happening. Because a lot of people cannot say they've had people stick to them for years on end and going strong for a very long time, and life can be short. So that's why you got to do your best to enjoy every moment. So when Kevin said he was coming down, I was like, well, of course we got to do a podcast. Of course we got to. But, it really is important for people to understand and to acknowledge and show respect to the ones that have stayed through, that really been there. A lot of people can't say that they know people who have been there. It's a rare thing to find in this world. You got to embrace that shit because it's not easily found. You see, it's rare. It's like an Egyptian god card, Yu-Gi-Oh. You're just not gonna find it anymore.
I love that reference. Love that reference.
God, I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in a while.
Oh man, I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh. Like in card shops and shit. I played a couple regional tournaments too. Yeah, no, I sucked cock, but it's fine. It's fine. I still had fun playing. I still had fun. I still had fun playing it, and it can be a skillful game, man. Like it's a children's card game. Like sometimes I feel like I can't read every time I play, but like honestly, like trying to play the game and outsmart your opponent.
Oh yeah.
Like and that goes with any card game, really. Like not just Yu-Gi-Oh or any children card game, but like poker and all that other shit. Yeah. Like trying to outsmart your opponent, even chess. And win just with brain power is a good feat, honestly. Speaking of brain power, it brings me to talk about math class, because when we figured out we were in the same math class and we were friends.
Oh yeah.
I remember all the time, like I remember a lot of the times you were just sleeping in math class.
Oh yeah.
And then like they would call on you or whatever, and you would just instantly know the answer.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh yeah, it's this, and then you just go back.
I think a couple of teachers actually challenged me with that, and then after they saw that I was not paying attention but still getting the answers right, they just let me sleep.
Yeah, they just like whatever.
Yeah, math was just natural for me. That's the only class that I could have that was natural. I could
can't relate.
Fine.
I remember the one. I remember the one time in geometry class.
Oh God.
With Captain what's his face? I fucking forgot his name. He's probably dead by now. Hopefully not. I don't want to say that, but I did. I remember the one time, like I remember all the times like he wouldn't let anyone leave after the bell because he was in the middle of speaking.
Oh yeah.
And so
we
like
just walk
and
out.
like we would all like half of us would just get up,
yeah,
and just wait at the door before the bell. And like he'd still be talking, and he's just like, "What are you guys doing?" And then like the bell would ring, and you and I slipped out a few times, and he caught us the one time, and I was like, "Fuck."
Well, he was like, the bell doesn't excuse you, I excuse you. Well, the bell doesn't tell me when to get here, then does it? I just get here when I want to.
Oh man.
Yeah, we would just walk out.
Yeah,
that class.
Yeah, we just left.
Anyways.
And then because I remember because we had gym class together junior year.
Yeah, that was fun.
And I remember when we had CPR. and that year I think we had English class together too. Or what was that junior or was that sophomore? I don't remember which year it was, but I remember all the times we'd just be sitting in the back of the class because Kevin and I back in the day when we were together, we were ghosts.
Yeah.
Like no one, like people heard the things we were doing, like, but they didn't see us.
Nope.
They did not recognize that it was us.
Beautiful thing.
And so like we'd see like a chick that we thought was like super hot, like walk by, and we just go and just hit the bottom of the desk like if it was our fucking cock getting hard and fucking hitting the shit, and we'd be fucking cracking up. And Kevin sometimes he'd just go boom and bash his head into the fucking desk. Just
still get that hard head too.
Yes, full on flat onto the desk, and everyone would just be doing whatever they were doing and just not even look.
It became natural. It's like everyone knew what was going on.
They just didn't even bother to look at it because like if you heard that shit like
it was hard,
like in class, that shit was loud and it was hard. And so like I would look because like I had seen it happen, but then I would look at everyone else and everyone was just going back to doing what we were doing, and we were just like,
they just knew. They were just like, all right, whatever.
Like whatever. And then sometimes we'd even test it and go, just make weird noises and just see what happens, and nothing happens.
Falling asleep, listen to music in class. We had our finals, and we would just walk out when we had like the gym class that they were telling us, "Hey, you're supposed to stay here." But it was like half the day for a gym class, so we were just gonna sit there. No, fuck that.
No,
walk
Doug.
out.
See you later.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love that. That if I could go back to high school,
Just math
just
class.
just for
That's
that,
it.
just for that and TV production,
Oh yeah.
honestly, because those were the peak times. Those were like peak times for like us.
Kind of
know?
wish I did TV production now.
Yo, you would have loved that if you went in when Andrew went in oh well,
Should have been in my class.
wait, you did it. When did you do it? Junior year or senior year?
I think it was senior year.
Oh, you suck.
Yeah, because I don't
If you
remember
guys,
him
you
doing
guys
it.
should. You guys should.
I had to do an elective, and I was like, I guess I'll do TV. Well, I mean, Mike's there, so I was like, yeah, I'll try to get in Mike's
Yeah,
class.
I was in TV3, so you definitely were never seeing me. But you had to do the midterm and final of me
Oh god.
because
Yeah.
we had to make so in senior, like for the seniors of the classes of like TV, that'd be like TV3. They would make the finals and the midterms
Oh geez.
because we would record like a sequence, and then B would take those clips and everything and put it into a folder, and they would have to go and put it in the correct sequence.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. And then they can like add extra shit to it. But yeah, that's how the midterm and finals were. And then we didn't have to do anything because we made it. We made the finals and midterms. So like we got the grade for doing it.
Yeah.
And then we just didn't have to worry about going. So I remember I think it was senior year. I think it was senior year final. Instead of us doing the final, we literally made a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. It was just me, and like my class was my TV3 class was just 1, 2, 3. I think it was just 5 people,
Jesus.
and so like 4 of us were playing.
And then the other one was just sitting in the side.
Yeah,
and just
actually no, he
sleeping
didn't
or
even go.
something. Damn.
Because I mean, like you don't like we did
That's
the
not
thing. We don't
required,
have to. It wasn't required for us
It's like
to go.
like walking out for our gym finals or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Then
was
what?
it gym or lunch?
What?
Was it gym or lunch? Or was it both? Can't
What?
remember now. That we would walk out for the finals and midterms and stuff like that. I feel like it was
Both because like lunch we didn't even have to be there.
Oh yeah. And
We
then
just leave.
gym, it was like you finished your mile run or whatever, and there was nothing else to do or something like that.
Yeah, we just left.
Yeah.
Or we passed, so we didn't have to take. Oh, that was usually for the final though. Usually, like
Yeah.
when we did the final, and we passed the final. Oh, see you later. I was actually really lucky. For my senior year because the schedule that we had for junior year was so perfect.
Yeah.
At least for me it was. And so I was like, yo, I went up to my guidance counselor who I'd known for a long time.
Oh
And
yeah.
I was like, listen, I really want to get lunch and gym last period. Like I want them to be the last 2 periods of my day.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know if I can do that. I could try to pull some strings, but I like normally it just fills. And
Yeah.
I was like, well, I need you to do your best to get me in last period for gym, and I want you to get me in the 7th period for lunch. And I was able to do that. I was able to get that, and I had TV 3rd period, so it was great. And what was perfect about all of that too was that Andrew was in my 7th period lunch. So I worked, so it worked out really well because I had Andrew with me that for lunch, and then I had Jim last period, and I had a few of my guys that I've known for like a long time too. So I was like, perfect. I don't know if I ever told you this, Kevin, but when you told me that you were moving away,
Yeah.
I got really upset. I was devastated.
Yeah.
I was very, very devastated.
Yeah, we need to talk about the sad part. Now we're talking about all the good times we had in high school, and we're talking about all the interesting times and all the fun times. And we used to fight in our friend's basement, literally.
Yeah.
Well, Kevin would
not
be-
like actual fights.
Kevin
but,
would be one of the guys watching Mike and I play zombies,
yeah.
and
Oh yeah.
then we would be fighting in the basement. Kevin would join in, so we would be just wrestling each other, and because that's what kids that's what we'd be doing. We'd just be fighting. We'd be trying to see who's stronger. And I was one of the strongest ones. Not anymore. Maybe I am. I don't know.
It was like kids of the old days.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't do that anymore.
And then something happened. You see, something happened. Not many understand this feeling, and many also understand this feeling. Everything was going great until about maybe senior year of high school. And then we were talking about going to college and what was going to happen because all of our parents were forcing us to go to college. And even though we didn't want to go, and some got into some debt, some did not. We asked Kevin,
Oh, yeah.
So are you going to come to the community college with us? And he said no.
Yeah, it was like right before junior year. Or right before junior year.
Yeah.
I mean.
And I was like, what do you mean you're not coming to college with us? He said, I'm moving away.
Yeah.
Kevin, explain to us why you moved away.
Well, I mean, that's kind of a bit of a long story, but Mom was going through a rough time with her partner at the time. So it was kind of as an escape, but also as a pull to her family that she had down in North Carolina. But she kind of gave me part of the choice to move down to North Carolina or to try and find our own way up here in New Jersey. And, you know, me at the time, I was only 16, and I could see that my mom was, you know, she had 3 different jobs for most of my life. So it served as an escape for her in a sense, I guess. So I had to make the decision, and now she only works 1 job at a time. And most of the time she seems happy, but I'm not.
You did it for her. I mean, like you did a good thing. I mean, at the same time, I know that in the heat of the moment back then, like you were like, yeah, let me get out of here.
Yeah.
But I know because you've told us that you regret going down there.
Oh yeah.
But
Every day.
yeah. But like it's great. But you know what? I cherish every moment that you're up here with us because we miss you so much.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how fucking heartbroken I was that you fucking
Yeah, how sad as
left.
fuck.
I remember that last day of junior year. I'm pretty sure we were just crying.
Yeah.
We were just hug crying like for like 20-30 minutes.
It's like when your friend goes to the military and you don't know if he's going to come back.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
I was
I think
so
I would have
fucking-
rather done that, to be honest.
I was so fucking devastated. I remember in senior year, like for like, I think like every Friday for like a month and a half, I was wearing those
Yeah,
was
the
wearing
rebel shirts.
yeah, those
Love
rebel
those.
shirts. Every Friday I was wearing them. Just because I just miss Kevin.
So what happened, guys, was Kevin moved away. He moved away to North Carolina, a state that was much farther than we could have traveled to at the time, in us being in New Jersey.
And also not having cars or licenses.
Right. Kevin
Or,
told
like,
us, he told us that he'd be back to visit us, and we believed him.
Mm.
And we were hoping that he would not lie to us. He did come see us years later.
Yeah.
Well, no, he saw us in senior year. You came like for like a weekend because I know we were in the middle of doing those. We were in the middle of doing those like fight things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you
That
you
was
were there.
different.
You were there for a couple days.
Kevin would
yeah.
come back to visit us here and there whenever he got the chance.
Yeah.
And every time he came, it was a awesome time, just like this time. Every time is the same time because it never gets old. It always goes back to the beginning, to where things felt fresh.
Yeah.
And that's why it works. And we still have the hope that Kevin will move back to Jersey. And this
You're done with the music.
Yeah.
was that not badass though?
It made me sad. Okay, it made me. Very
I'm sorry. It had to be done because people need to understand that even if a friend leaves, it's not over.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's not over.
I could travel 500 miles away and still be fine, and I'd come back to visit you every chance I got. I mean, the last time that I was coming to visit you guys, it felt like every other month or something like that. But that was, what, 6.5 years ago or more now?
Yeah,
And now it's like I came back for your wedding.
yeah.
You guys came down there.
And when we first
one
started the
time,
channel,
and then- yeah.
you can actually see some of those videos still on the channel. You can
Link in the description below.
There's
I've seen
there's still the video of Andrew freaking testing the alcohol to see how many shots it would take for him to get drunk.
Still am. That's why we had to bring out the Jack, because when we first visited him in North Carolina, we were drinking and vlogging. So that's another reason why we have to keep the trend going and continue it. But just because someone moves away or they leave doesn't mean it's over. It doesn't mean you're never going to see them again. It just means I'll see you later.
Yeah. There's never, you never say goodbye. You always just say see you later.
And some people will be like, gay to them.
Ha, gay.
Yeah. And I'll be like, it's a brotherhood thing. A lot of people don't understand, because most people are used to acquaintances. They're used to people who they actually think they know in their subconscious that person would backstab them or fuck their girl if they had the chance. Real friends are hard to find, and you need to know. You just know when they're there. And those are the people that you got to keep close, and you got to really, you have to actually just be a good person and show them the respect, because it's going to be a rare occasion where you find some. So if you're a piece of shit and you backstab a true friend, you're going to regret that for the rest of your life, because you messed up something good. A lot of people don't know what they got till they hate them.
Yeah.
So Kevin, tell us what life is like on the other side of the United States.
The other side? You mean?
It doesn't matter. Somewhere far away. What is it like far away from New Jersey?
I guess it is the other side.
What's it like?
The southern side.
Tell us what it's like moving away at first. Tell us what you first thought, and then tell us how you transitioned your life into what it is now, based on when you first moved away and where you're at today.
The first year that I was down there was my senior year of high school, and that was rough because I didn't know anybody. And it wasn't like another Andrew just came up to me and was like, "Hey, so we're friends now."
That doesn't happen. Just, if you have witnessed me in real life and I've done that to you, be blessed.
So that
be
was
blessed.
That was the first year I was down there, and then I didn't make any friends in high school after moving down there. It was 1 year, you didn't really know anybody. You keep walking, whatever. You do your classwork, and you just left. But I will say that my senior year, I took a lot of electives, and it kind of led me to where I am today, because it showed me that I enjoy working with my hands. But as far as being down there, the entire 10 years, because it's been 10 years now.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
the entire 10 years has been shitty. Because I don't feel like I have anyone down there, and I don't have the support system that I have up here. The only thing that I really feel I have anymore is my brother and my mother. And it's been rough. But as far as work goes, I mean, I got work. I got work out the ass. I make money, but that's not going to bring me fucking friends. Not true ones, for sure.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a little bit of money. And then Uncle Sam's going to take 30%.
Yeah. At least, what, 26%?
Yeah, some bullshit like that.
Some stupid ass shit.
Varies on your state, but
yeah.
Yeah, I guess it varies.
This state's a little worse. A little more like, give me money. I feel like the state tax is higher, isn't it?
Here?
Yeah.
Most likely.
Was it like 7.5% on sales and
yeah, it's like 7 or 8.
income tax? I think income tax is still the same though, because that's federally, isn't it?
Yeah.
There should be no tax at all. Like, I just
stop taxing.
Taxation is theft.
That's right.
I will
No
die on that
taxation
hill.
without representation.
So what do you do on a day-to-day basis in North Carolina?
I work, I go home, I eat, I sleep, and I do it again. And that's all I do. Because I have nothing and no one down there.
No one at all.
Aside from my brother and my mother, no.
So what do you do on weekends when you're off from work?
Sleep mostly, to be quite honest. Either that or I find other work to do to try and make more money.
Do you enjoy it? Do you enjoy this lifestyle?
Do I enjoy the lifestyle of just working and sleeping? No.
I don't think anyone would.
Do I think that it's probably the best option to be the most stable so that I can pay off bills and come back up here? Probably.
What is your long-term plan with this?
My long-term plan is just to come back home. I'm tired of being 500 miles away from everything and everyone I've ever known.
It's never
I've
too
been
late to
tired
come
of that
back.
since day one. What?
Never too late to come back, you know?
Oh, yeah, no.
Because
It's never too
when
late
the time's
to-
right. When the time's right, it's always going to be here.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Don't know what you got until it's gone, you know?
Exactly.
it's not like an actual prison, but it's like, at least it gives you kind of something to fight for.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know what? If I just keep working hard and doing what I got to do, I'm gonna make it to my promised land. And everybody has their own promised land they have in their head, and you know where's life is gonna take them.
Right.
It's up to you guys to find out what road is the best road to take for yourself. And that's Kevin's road. He's gonna take the road of trying to find his way back home. It's not a bad road to be, but that's his road. You guys got to find your own roads to follow, to actually get on and give your life a sense of meaning. Everyone, you know, even someone in prison has a goal they want to get to, something they want to aspire to, a set date, a set motive, something there.
I guess it depends on what you're in for, but yeah.
Well, yeah. You know, everybody's in their own prison, and it's up to them to break themselves out. And it's possible through a lot of self-improvement, hard work, consistency, mental toughness, health, wealth, getting all the good stuff at once.
Yeah, I still gotta quit smoking.
Yes.
I pretty much
Yes,
quit
you do.
drinking, but this is a special occasion.
Exactly.
Gotta break that seal for a little while and then go back to no drinking.
Exactly. That's the way to be.
Quit smoking. I've quit drinking soda except for since I've been up here.
Yeah, don't ever drink soda again.
No.
Yeah, don't do that.
soda.
I give you a pass
spicy.
tonight, but
Why is it spicy?
I must assure you, if you drink Sprite ever again,
because when people get high, they like the spicy sodas.
Oh yeah. Jesus.
That's what I've been told.
I mean, can't say I blame them.
Yeah, so I don't know. I can't relate to them, so I just don't.
We have a spicy drink right now.
I do.
It's spicy.
it's a little
It's
hot.
in my hand.
A little hot in here.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I've been thinking for a while now.
There is no air conditioning in here, sir. We are just in here with our body heat and the heat of our equipment.
Yeah, and I got a hot body.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be sweating up a storm.
And don't worry, guys.
That's the best
Tomorrow
part.
we're recording a workout with Kevin. Of course, that video is not going to be up for a little while because we got to edit and do all that kind of stuff. But
Yes.
it's coming.
Don't
It-
judge me.
It will come.
I'm still in the process.
I will.
We will
I
judge you.
Only I can judge Kevin. Okay.
Exactly.
None of you motherfuckers out there
Only
can
I-
judge him except me
And-
and maybe Andrew.
Maybe Andrew, definitely Andrew. Maybe
Honestly-
Mike can judge Kevin. I
Mm.
definitely Andrew can judge Kevin.
Maybe if you judge me, it'll give me more motivation. I don't know, but like,
Exactly, guys. If you
Fuck
want
you.
guys, if you want your friend to be
Fuck
healthier
you.
and lose weight, just call him a fat bitch. It
Yo,
works
Kevin,
every
it's not
time.
gonna work.
Yo, Kevin, you're a fit
it doesn't work. I've always been a fat bitch.
Yeah, but you
A
have to
strong
have
fat bitch, maybe, but I'm still a fat bitch.
You gotta have someone be like, "You're fat," and be like, "Yeah, I know. No, you're actually fat. Yeah, I know I'm
Yeah,
actually
I
fat.
still know.
No, motherfucker, you're really fucking fat.
Yeah, I know.
I don't
bitch.
like it.
Well,
You've
that fucking
disappointed me.
sucks.
You've disappointed me and your friends.
That sucks, don't it?
Lose weight
We need
No.
to fix you.
now.
I just want to be strong.
We're gonna fix you.
If you don't fix you, we will fix you.
I just want to pick up the heavy discs. That's it.
No, you gotta pick up the heavy barbells and the
Yeah,
dumbbells.
yeah, heavy things.
So what is
Pick them up
your
and put them
so
down.
what is your nutrition like in North Carolina?
Oh, there is no fucking nutrition. There's
Well, that's not very promising. That was pretty nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
What's your nutrition like in North Carolina? Because we got some work to do on our friend, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is gonna be live coaching right here.
Live coaching with Kevin.
right,
Live
right. Live coaching. We don't need live coaching.
No, we
right now.
definitely-
No. We live coach tomorrow. Coach me on my form. That's cool. But like, as far as foods, there's nothing good to eat down there. So you eat shit all day.
You
and
can't
then
get
come home
grass-fed,
and there's
grass-finished
nothing.
meats.
It's not often enough that you can find that because they don't have, I guess, accommodating stores down there. You got like 3 choices down there. You got Food Lion, Harris Teeter, and Walmart.
No, Walmart's a it's a start.
Have you eaten Walmart meats? They don't actually taste good. They don't taste right. There's something off about them.
Yeah, that can't be
That's
good. We might have to do some research into that one.
Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
different story for a different day. But like, I don't trust Walmart meats.
I probably wouldn't either.
No, now I'm not really trusting Walmart because of this.
I think the best way to go about it is to like find a
butcher shop.
Publix or something like that.
Yeah, Publix or even a Whole Foods.
Oh yeah, Publix and Whole Foods and stuff like that. But like, we don't really have that often down in North Carolina. It's a bunch of rednecks, you know. And like, nothing against rednecks because I'm kind
Go-
of indoctrinated into that at this
Yeah.
point. But at the same time, it's like we don't eat healthy. Naturally, do not eat
Yeah,
healthy.
go
We
find
to Walmart.
go find like those little off the road shops that sell like the meat that they hunt.
Yeah, that's actually a lot harder than you would think, because
Probably.
it doesn't happen often down there.
Probably where you are, probably not.
Yeah,
You'd have to go a little west to do that, probably.
Oh yeah, if you went to like, honestly, even if you went to Western North Carolina, you could probably find some meats, some good ones. But where I am, it's like we're just barely 2 hours from the coast, so we're like dead center of the state.
Yeah.
I'm near Raleigh, and Raleigh's got like the uppity people, but at the same time,
Uppity.
we have a lot of rednecks where I live, so you don't really get Publix. You got Walmart, Harris Theater, and Food Lion.
They should be yeehawing.
Yeah,
but you were telling me that
there's a lot of
people-
horses.
Yeah, well, you were telling me people in North Carolina are like they're bigger, they're fatter.
Oh yeah,
than
are a
New
lot
Jersey,
of
which is hard to
big
believe because
people
New
down
Jersey
there.
is pretty rough.
Yeah, New Jersey is pretty
But
rough.
I mean,
the
there are some
ratio is
hot
different.
people, like
Yeah,
but
there's like you can find hotter people by the shore.
Yeah.
Usually.
Oh yeah. But like the
But-
ratio where I live is way different from what I'm used to up here. Up here you have like people that look like they're a little on the rounder side, but you still got they can still go for a walk. I have people down there. My old boss
They're Rotundus Maximus.
from when I was working at a construction company, I shit you not, this man was as wide as he was tall, and he was like 6'2".
You should try my tall and fat stores. No offense.
Oh my god. He could not find a shirt that fit him right. His belly stuck out of every shirt that I ever saw him in.
Oh,
And
big
he wore
sad.
a 4X.
Oh, big sad.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Yeah. He was a rotund feller.
Oof.
And that happens a lot more than you would think down there.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it happens everywhere, and I feel like no one really knows. Or maybe you have something there. Maybe you got something. Maybe it's not just they don't know, but maybe they just can't get it. Because maybe like what you're saying, right? You know that you should be eating grass fed, grass finished meats. You know
Oh,
you
yeah.
should be eating pasture raised chicken
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff like that, right? But it's so hard to find.
Well,
And because that you live in like some people will just live in yee country, so like they don't got shit anywhere. They got shit every like mile, and so
Oh, the
and so
AC
you
just
can't
came in.
find you can't go to a Whole Foods that's gonna be right next door because it's like an hour and a half away,
Yeah.
and you're not gonna want to go get groceries that's an hour and a half away.
Right.
That's gonna be out of your way. That's gonna waste gas money.
The only thing that would really save me is if I went to, there's a certain couple of shops that are about 45 minutes to an hour away from where I live, and they sell like the fresh meats, like actual fresh meats. People bring them in and they raise their own meats and stuff like that. But we raised 20 chickens recently, and we sent them off to sale. If we had kept them and actually ate those, oh, the eggs, by the way. I'm sorry, I'm gonna get a little sidetracked on that. Fresh eggs are so rich;
So good.
they taste delicious.
Oh man.
But like, if we had actually kept the 20 chickens that we had raised, we would probably have enough food to last us at least a month, at least. And
Oh, yeah.
that's the 3-person household. All of us relatively large.
Yeah.
But like, we also have pigs that we're still raising, and I don't know if we're gonna send them off to slaughter or if we're gonna sell them or whatever. But like, we do have the possibility of having fresh meats, and I know it sounds like excuses to be like, hey, we don't have Publix, we don't have accommodating places near us, but like, I don't have control over the meats that we have
Yeah.
in our household aside from what I buy myself, and
Exactly.
naturally, I don't want to go 45 minutes away to go get some fresh meat that I'm going to have to prepare for everyone in the house, or else I'm going to hear bitching and complaining and all
Yeah.
that. But when I move out on my own, whether it be here or down there, hopefully up here,
Here,
hopefully up here, but,
1,000% here.
I will have full control over what I eat, what I put in my body.
I actually don't mind the idea of like a bunch of friends living extremely close by to each other and just keeping in contact. Well, regardless whether you have like a family, wife, kids or not, there's no rule that says you can't live near your friends.
Well, you can hang that up because I ain't getting married.
Well, there's that. Well, wait, Kevin. Well, all right, cool. What's your thoughts on marriage?
Personally, it's not for me because
Why?
I don't feel like betting half of my shit that I'm gonna love this person for the rest of my life and that they're gonna love me for the rest of their life. The only problem, the only solution that I found that would work for me, and you can get them thrown away too easily in a court, is prenuptial agreements.
Do you think prenups actually work?
I don't think they do because courts will throw them out and they don't care about them most of the time. But I would have to have a prenup, and it's not like I'm worth $250,000 or anything like that. It's just I want to protect the investment that I have in myself, in my home, in my vehicles, or whatever. I don't want to have to bet half of my shit to be like, yeah, I'm gonna love you forever.
Is there any girl that could maybe make you want to get married?
I'm losing hope on that, to be quite honest, because I'm coming up on 27, and I haven't found anyone worthwhile, at least down in North Carolina. I'm not sure about how the dating scene is up here.
It's a lot dating scene up here. It's mostly just full of me's and full of Mikes. It's full of me, Mikes, and then there's losers that just can't fuck. But like, yeah,
that's me,
and a lot of whores, a lot of hoes. But also, there's some good girls out there. But girls love sex in New Jersey, absolutely.
Everyone
if they're not fucking me, they're fucking Mike. If they're not fucking Mike, they're fucking somebody.
I mean, there's only one. Fucking
well, currently, there's only one for you.
Yeah. I honestly understand your point on why you don't want marriage. Like, and it's coming from someone who's actually married.
And honestly, I love the marriage that you have, and I'm very happy for you guys. But like, that's just personally not for me.
Yeah, no, and I completely agree with you. I don't think marriage is for everybody. I think because what it really comes down to is finding the proper person that's compatible enough and is what's the word I'm looking for? God fucking damn it. Not reciprocal, but it correlates. I don't know, whatever. If you find the right person that's like that, right? And you know, the lives that you have like mesh perfectly. There's no, you know, you don't like, because we don't fight at all. We
that's a beautiful thing.
We have a couple arguments here and there, but like it's, you know,
like petty bullshit.
Yeah, just
dumb
shit.
Crazy.
And it's nothing crazy. Like we're pretty much on the same. We pretty much are on the same brain length.
Yeah,
you know, wavelength and shit, and we just do the things we need to get done. I tell her what you know. I tell her, I was, oh yeah, we gotta do this. Okay, and you know, we go do it. She's like, oh, we need to do these things. I'm like, I'm already halfway there. I'm already doing it. And so, you know, that's just how it is. Like you gotta find that person, and the best thing to do is, like, if you want to find that at some point, you have to just date a bunch of people and just find that person, because you can't just find that person just by, you know, speaking to one person at a time.
Yeah, like happenstance. Like meet that person.
Like I got lucky. Like I literally got lucky.
Yeah.
It just
what was it, just a quick check?
It plopped.
And there you go.
It plopped in front of me. I was like, oh, cool. Awesome.
So
like,
Kevin, what
that
would
doesn't happen to everybody? That you won't find that. Like you can't find that.
So what would a girl have to do to earn her right to marry you?
I need to find the crazy that fits my crazy. That's really what it comes down to.
What does that mean?
I just need to find the one that just fits perfectly with me. I need someone that's like, I don't know, anti-government, but also like has to support the government partially, because that's how we get our jobs and that's how we build our roads and shit like that. And that's what keeps me in business, is to build shit and fix the shit that's building the shit. But we need government, but I hate the government because they take my money away.
Me too.
But I need someone that like thinks like me, feels like me, is like me. But at the same time, I need someone that's gonna fight against the things that I believe in, and it's crazy. And I understand that I'm a crazy person for that, but I need someone that's gonna challenge me at least a little bit and have their own opinion on life. I don't want someone that's like all for whatever I say, and like if I say something, it's not the word of God. And I understand it's not the word of God. You have to tell me it's not the word of God.
So what do you think is the problem with modern dating today? Like, what do you think is going on with the dynamic between men and women dating and actually finding someone that means something to you, or just being, you know, just hooking up or whatever? What do you think is the problem? What do you think is going on? How can it be improved?
Honestly,
we don't censor, man. We don't censor. Don't worry. You can say whatever you want. We don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Might have to pour Kevin some more.
Yeah. That's the problem. It's hoes.
Hit him.
Hit him with some.
Hit him. He's
Yeah.
out. I sense that he's out.
He is out.
Oh, I sensed it.
I'm not gonna give him a lot.
Give him a little bit.
It's hoes though.
Give him a-
It's really what it comes down to is everyone's just hoeing around. We got this fucking OnlyFans bullshit nowadays, and
So Kevin, what is your thoughts on OnlyFans?
OnlyFans.
Let's start there because we got it. I need to understand your way of thinking in order, and we need to dissect this because I think it's important to understand how different men feel about different things. Most people that watch Mike and I's videos and live streams already know our stance. I'm fucking hoes, and I kind of understand women, but I still have a lot to learn. I'm kind of a student of the game. Mike is married. He wants to chill. He wants to do his thing, and that's fine. Understandable. He has a great marriage. Everything's fine. Cool. Now, Kevin, what's going on with you?
OnlyFans makes you unmarriable.
Why?
In my opinion.
Why?
Because how are you gonna marry someone in like a manly position? How are you gonna be a man? Marry someone that you could see their asshole for $3.50 a month.
That's true. Like I personally, I would fuck an OnlyFans girls. Sure,
yeah.
Why not? Yeah, let's have fun. You know, if you want to record me fucking you, sure. I guess.
Give me some of the money.
If anyone
Right.
wants to watch me have sex with a woman, I'm not gonna be upset. Like, listen, it is what it is. We're all human. We all have dicks. If you want to watch me pound someone, who am I to say no? I'm a man, so I got
Right.
that power. But if you're a girl, would I marry an OnlyFans girl? No, unless she gives me all of her money, and then I decide what to do with it. Now that's just me. I'm not saying an OnlyFans girl has to marry me. Don't really give a shit. Just like if I had to marry an OnlyFans girl, she'd be giving me the profit, or at least take at least half, and then I'll decide what we could do. And I'm going to be the leader in the relationship no matter what. So I'm going to decide what happens financially and everything else. But that's just me. So go on.
I think it's a clear lack of respect for yourself if you have your OnlyFans account. You know, it's just you're on there literally showing people what you should only carry into the bedroom, and that's it.
We know only a small percent of girls actually have an OnlyFans. A lot of them
Oh,
is
yeah.
just, online discussion and some indignation, red meat, all that kind of stuff.
Complete, yeah.
And then or people or there's girls that have one that use it for like feet. They're just trying to get money the easy way.
Right.
There is
and,
also
and
that.
Really,
I
easy
can
way.
agree with that. Get your money, sis. But like,
Get your money. Just know when you're with me,
right?
when you're with that guy, it doesn't matter. We're gonna do what I'm gonna do. Otherwise, we're done. And you can go. Like I support. A lot of people think I'm this mean guy. But I support women getting free meals from simps.
Oh,
I
for sure.
support women
If you can
getting
do
the
it,
money, showing their tits. Listen, cool. Do your thing. If society wants to fail and die, I guess I'm gonna live my life fine. If my kids suffer, well, society ain't shit, and I did the best I could as a dad. But from a societal perspective, we're fucked. We're done. The nuclear family is being destroyed
over.
inside and out, and only real men can change that. But from a selfish perspective, girl, do what you gotta do. You get that money, you finesse the simps, get the money, get the OnlyFans, show your pictures, and then when your kid gets bullied at school because you're an OnlyFans mom, well, they're gonna need counseling, they're gonna need help, and when they need help and they want to listen to some people with some real advice, they're gonna watch All Games Mindset, and then we're going to guide these kids. But there is a problem going on. But you know what? Hey, girl, you do you. I'm not gonna judge you, but I'm not going to marry you. I'm not going to give you anything. You're going to give me some pussy and some money. Otherwise, well, what more can I do? That's just me, though. But
that's the only thing that I would have an OnlyFans girl around for is just sex. Because it doesn't seem like marriage material in my mind because I don't want something that everyone can have access to.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, like, you're giving away the candy store.
Yeah.
You're like, that's pretty much what that is.
this candy tastes like shit.
You're not supposed to eat it from the back.
And so you never go ass to mouth.
Right.
You and so, like, I know that there's a bunch of people that will think differently, and that's fine. Like, but like, these are our opinions, and so that's what we believe. And if you want to believe it, believe it. If you don't, then that's fine. But I don't think that they're really worth that. I mean, like, they're probably worth having a fun time. Yes, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
I think so. But I mean, and especially if you can do collab and get some money, I mean, that's cool. That's cool.
Fuck yeah, make you money.
Because I mean, because listen, I know Andrew said this a million times. If Andrew was a girl, he'd have an OnlyFans and he'd have over $1 million, and he'd have so many guys.
I'd have my tits out for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
And like, we're not harping on OnlyFans like the business model.
I just don't think they're marriage material.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, because like, I'm not to me, because this is me, right? I'm not mad. I'm not mad because these girls are getting so much money so quickly because they can just.
I'm just
they can-
jealous.
They can just show off their tits. I'm upset. I'm disappointed because that there are people, mostly guys,
Simps.
that are buying into
Yeah.
it. That they are giving their money away for it, and when it's completely unnecessary. I understand why, and it's because how the model is of OnlyFans, how it works, because you get this personal connection.
But wait, but porn's free though.
Exactly. And no, but it's
That's what
because
I
of,
thought.
but it's also because of this
I make my
personal
porn.
connection that these simps will get with these OnlyFans chicks. They will get a personal connection, and they're so delusional that they believe that they can actually like be able to spend time with these chicks, and so they give out more money to try to do that. But it just that doesn't happen. It
That
just
sounds
doesn't.
like mental illness. to me.
Exactly, and that's a big problem that we have. Just not even just in America, but like throughout the entire world. There's especially the Western countries, because we have a lot of problems, and
Mostly
like,
Canada
and I don't,
USA, to be
oh
honest.
yeah, 100%. And I don't blame these OnlyFans chicks for what they do. I blame these guys for
Feeding into
feeding it. They're
like,
feeding it.
giving their money for this.
Because like if those guys had the mindset of like us three, the model wouldn't exist.
oh no,
it wouldn't
would
exist.
fail immediately.
It would not go anywhere. And so and that's the biggest problem there, because a lot of guys, they don't think the right way.
Yeah.
They don't have that right mindset. I mean, like, if girls gotta get money, but at the same time, these guys gotta be men. And they're not being men.
They're
being
So few
lazy.
men now.
They're being lazy, incompetent people, just absolutely atrocious human beings that don't do anything, just sit around, eat like shit, and go on OnlyFans and spew all their money away.
I do part of that, but not the OnlyFans part. Sit around and I eat like shit. That's for sure. I need to change that. I understand that, but still.
But at least
Right.
At least you're aware, because a lot of these people out here, and no offense to anyone that's watching that might get offended by what we're saying, but this is a wake up call. Like, you don't know that you're doing something that is actually hurting you and
hurting society.
and just hurting society in general. And if you can wake up and realize, oh, this is a problem, I need to do something about this, what should I do? Just watch our videos and listen to what we have to say, and find other people too that you want to listen to figure out what your next steps are to get yourself away from that toxic traits that you have.
And of course, always take it with a grain of salt, because our opinions are going to be our opinions anyways.
Yeah.
But facts don't care about feelings.
Oh yeah, 100%. Exactly. That's why, like I said before, like the model for OnlyFans is cool, because I would love for something like that with guys.
Oh God, imagine.
I would love, but like, I mean, like,
love
not
to
like
make that kind of
I mean,
money,
not like the I'm just talking about like getting on a platform, doing something,
Yeah.
and just
Like
getting
woodworking.
money,
Yeah.
and just getting money, like crazy money,
like woodworking is your porn, like that'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be fucking awesome. But that just doesn't exist, and that won't exist for men, which is fine. I mean, that's fine. I mean, like, they'll say, "Oh, well, you guys have the porn industry. You guys make the most money." Well, porn is just terrible. Porn should not exist anyway. Because
if you're not, you got to be making the porn.
If you are consuming porn, you're ruined. You need to be creating the porn. You need to be producing the porn, and that's how because that's what Andrew says. Andrew says that, and I mean, he's right. He's 100% right. Listen, we talk about it all the time. Men need to be 7.
Jesus.
Oh, my bad.
That's like a whole cup. I filled the cup.
This guy just filled my cup with
sorry.
Jack Daniels.
I'm sorry, buddy. I'm
gonna be the rest for the night.
Listen, I was in a tangent. Okay, listen. Men need to be at the minimum 70% producing something, anything.
Yeah.
And then 30, and then the rest, it needs to be consumption. And most of that consumption needs to be of something of benefit, of something that can either help their mind, help what they're producing, or just help them maintain a positive attitude.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, then the consumption of whatever you're consuming is not going to benefit you. Like, a lot of people that watch, like, people, and I don't want to fucking like say these people and think that I'm bashing on them, but I'm going to just use them as an example. Like, people like Aiden Ross and Kai Cenat and stuff like that. Like,
you know about all that, right?
I love watching Kai though. He's funny to watch.
So you consume content from a man I've heard about 2 days ago when I heard about the bullshit in New York City.
I
I
don't
still
even
don't
know
know
what
who
that
he
is.
is. I'm never gonna watch his content because I don't have fucking time to watch that. Just
Hey, but
just
name
me. I'm
brand
not
and
judging
that.
you. I'm just saying I don't have time to
Wait,
watch.
what
I don't-
happened in New York?
Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
Yeah, so we did a live stream on this the other day.
Yeah, yes, we did.
Yeah, so Kai
take a
and
shot.
like his posse or whatever, they were organizing a fan meetup and giveaway for like PlayStation 5s and shit.
Oh,
And then it turned into a riot. And
how did that turn into a riot? It's a giveaway.
number one, it's New York City, and it's also Kai
Fair.
Sinat's fan base.
Yeah, he's
So-
hilarious though.
Yeah, like
He's
he's
stupid, but he's funny.
but that's the problem though, because like
We watch
these
a lot of
people-
stupid television in America
and a lot
Canada,
of the
everything.
stuff, and again, like I said in the stream, like I don't blame Kai for it.
No, he's got to
but
make
it-
his
but
money.
but how it is, what he gives off is just degeneracy,
Oh yeah,
right?
Oh yeah,
And so that is what people will bring.
Yeah.
So if you schedule a fandom meetup in a city,
especially in New York,
in New
City.
York City,
or
even
like L.A. or
in
something.
Union Square, you
Yeah.
have
Oh,
just
God.
in public, just all these people coming up to you, right? And going like there's so many people going crazy,
Yeah.
being degenerates. Things are gonna happen. This is what happened. He's got like 3 or 4 counts of inciting a riot,
Is
and
he actually?
yeah, he was in.
Wow.
They arrested him. He got released from prison yesterday, and I think they had like 3 or 4 counts of inciting a riot, and there's more charges coming.
Holy crap!
Yeah, he got destroyed, and like there's so much property damage. I think a cop got like stabbed and his gun got taken away. Yeah,
Really?
some crazy shit happened out there. I don't know all the full details because I wasn't there.
Holy crap!
But I was just trying to read up on everything. Like someone, like there was he got into a car with a bunch of his guys, and a bunch of people started like climbing on his car and like holding onto his car, and the car just kept driving. People were falling off and
Oh,
shit in
Jesus.
the road in public roads. Some crazy shit. Like that's crazy as fuck. Like that is degenerate. Like I mean, it's not his fault. Like that specific thing, but like he created the
Oh, yeah.
degeneracy of these people to do those things, and that's
insane.
not even just like that's more of like a social responsibility. You shouldn't try to act like a degenerate to get views
Yeah.
or to you should be trying to give a positive put a positive mark on the world. And that's what we try to do at least. And I hope that other people do the same, but because like you want to put out the energy that you feel like the world should have. And I mean,
Yeah.
if you want to be degenerate, the world's going to be degenerate. And that's pretty much what we have. So
Yeah, it's a lot of degeneracy
That
in
was-
this Western world.
that was a big
nowadays.
ass fucking tangent for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Whew.
Well,
I
it's
think
like
the Jack's talking to me.
Yeah.
Oh, and I lost the cap, so it's time.
I guess you got to drink it all now.
Fuck no.
Oh no!
Absolutely
How,
not.
how much do you have left, Kevin?
How much whiskey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's still enough back there. That's good.
There's none left. I know there's none left, Kevin. You don't have
But-
to tell me.
I'll be that
Um,
guy.
That's like we were talking about Aiden Ross yesterday, weren't we? When we went to dinner together,
Yeah.
we sat there and we talked about that.
So actually,
And,
Kevin,
like-
I want to know your thoughts on some influencers. I want to know. I don't really know because Kevin and I haven't really caught up in a minute, so
Right.
this would be a good time to catch up. I
Okay.
guess. So let's hear your thoughts on some. Let's talk about the internet world. This is the
Okay.
internet world segment.
Oh yeah, internet.
I'm stuck on the internet.
Fuck the internet.
constantly.
That's
Except
why.
us.
That's exactly why I
Except
need
us.
to
It's like a
ask you.
drug, to be honest.
Exactly.
And
That's,
I hate it, but it's my escape from the shitty world that I have down there.
that's exactly why we need to start talking about your thoughts on some of these internet influencers that are out there. So I want to go one by one. So let's start. My first question is, what are your thoughts on an individual named Andrew Tate?
I love him. I absolutely love everything that he stands for. He's not
Mike,
a
hit the,
misogynist.
hit the
He
applause.
loves everyone. He tries to make sure. that everyone's doing what they should be doing in life.
Hmm.
I believe
Apologize
he's
for
the perfect individual to lead the men that we have nowadays, or the lack thereof of men that we have nowadays, to try and reteach our society how to be a actual man.
So what do you think is the problem with men these days? Because Mike and I talk about this all the time. Men are bitches these days.
Men are
I
too
don't-
submissive.
Right. Well, a lot of the time, men, a lot of people, I'm going to say this outright. A lot of people, they blame women for their problems when in reality they are the cause of their problems because they lack the leadership to lead their women in their relationship, and thus the women take control. And then when the women take control of the relationship, the guys complain that the women are taking control of the relationship and they don't do anything about it, and thus it creates a circle of the complaining, the depression, and the weakness. So, Kevin, what is your thoughts on men becoming weak these days? Because you know what, guys? Kevin actually works in a job that requires him using his hand. He has to be he works on machines. He does a lot of high-tech stuff. And he actually is one of the guys that's out there slaving away, trying to make a living. He's actually just trying to, he's doing what the average man does in this world.
Yeah, as we're sitting here talking about this, I got a broken finger. So,
oh, there it is.
If that's proof enough, I mean, I've shredded up my hands. But I mean, today in this society, in this Western world, I don't know how the Asian culture is. I think it's still standing as it was back in the day. They're still respecting each other and taking care of each other, and the men still lead. But in this Western society, this Western world that we have nowadays, men are, I hate to use the term, but they're too beta. They're too submissive to everything and everyone.
So they're males. They're not men, they're males.
Right, exactly. They're only males by what they were born as. They are not men.
Well, the reason I differentiate males and men is that men are the guys who have structure, they have organization, they have boundaries, they have a way they are, they have an identity, they have a style, they know who they are, they know what they want, they navigate life with a certain sense of purpose. The male is always trying to impress others. The male is always has no structure, has no sense of who he is. He lives life. Yeah, he lives life blindly, and he lets his woman run all over him. And then he goes on the internet and writes in the comment section how miserable he is and how women suck, even though he sucks and he's complaining about the opposite sex. But there is a big difference between men and males, and men get shit done. Males complain about shit not getting done.
Regardless of what's going on in your life, you should still take care of yourself and whoever you have in your life that you need to take care of. Say you have a woman, for instance, you need to take care of her, whether or not you're feeling depressed, sad, whatever it is. You have to take care of yourself and who's around you. That's how you become a man.
Well, the truth is men should be the leaders, right?
Exactly.
The leaders take accountability for what's going on in the relationship. So what 100%. That means, it's hard to complain about the woman when you're the man. When you're the one
talking specifically about relationships, though. If you're depressed in life just because of where you at or whatever it is,
right,
you need to take accountability. You need to move on and pull yourself up by the bootstrings and just keep on going.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're not a man.
Well, so
you can't just sit there and complain and cry and whine about it. You have to get shit done.
What do you think a man is?
A man is someone who wakes up every day and does his work, does not complain, and make sure that he's constantly improving on whatever it is that he wants to improve on.
Some would say that's a waste, in that there are certain people that are, I guess, they're like doomers. They don't believe there's any, there's no point in self-improving. There's no point in getting better. The world is just shit, and there's just no point in getting better. We just stay stagnant. What are your thoughts on that?
The world is shit because of that mentality. That's why the world is shit. So we need to move away from that mentality, because I know that I've been in a dark place before. I had that mentality, but you need to wake the fuck up and move on.
Yeah.
You need to wake up and improve every day. Whether it's just, getting up and going to work. That's an improvement from not going to work and sitting there on your lazy ass and just not doing anything all day. Whether it's, hey, I need to improve on the work that I am doing. Cool. Go ahead and do that. I need to make more money. Go ahead and ask for that raise. If they don't give that raise, then it's more logical to move on from a job, because it's going to keep up with inflation more than just getting raised from each job that you go to. I have a lot of opinions on how work is done, but regardless,
listen, on this channel, we believe in free speech. I mean, I would not recommend that you be racist on this channel and get us banned, because YouTube is soft as fuck, and we got to be very careful about it. But other than that, I think you should be able to say whatever the fuck you want. So you can go ahead and let your mind free, sir.
I feel like racism has no point in society nowadays, anyways, because we're all human. But
yeah, I also feel like bouncing off of that idea, I feel like racism is just a way for us to just continue, because I feel like racism now is only a thing to just separate us from going against what is above us. And I feel like that is just a yeah. I feel like it's just a way to just distract us from other things that we should be actually paying attention to. And like, because I think of it this way: if every race came together and just said to each other, like, listen, we're different, but we're all human. And there are things in this world that are not letting us do what we feel like we should be doing, and we should be standing together against that. And so if all of us as humans did that, especially us as Americans did that, and said to the government, fuck you, you ain't shit, don't try to fucking throw some racism bullshit at us, don't try to throw all these shit at us, like, they're gonna be shivering in their boots, they're gonna be shivering in their fucking panties. Fuck
now,
them.
a big truth is that the media uses racism to deter attention from other serious topics, such as maybe the Epstein client list.
We can't go there. We don't want to get, suicided.
But that's the problem, is that I feel like I'm going to die if I talk about these kind of things. And it's a sad thing to say, but there is a lot of crazy shit going on out there. But racism racism happens all over the world all the time.
Well,
yeah, but I feel like it's just over exacerbated here because
it's also it's used as a distraction by the media, and it's also, like, some people are racist, and it's very unfortunate that they hate other people by the color of their skin, which is stupid in my opinion, because I think everyone has talents based on their race, and everyone has talents like based on who they are. And if you're racist against a certain ethnicity, I think you're retarded, because because let's say you hate Mexicans. Well, Mexicans might be the ones who built your house, motherfucker.
Bro,
they're the ones who took the money to actually build your house in 1975.
Okay, but to be honest, I have seen the hardest working Hispanic people in my life living down south, but I've also seen the laziest ones. So it's not about race.
Exactly.
It really
it's about
doesn't come
people.
down to race.
Exactly. Everyone is a little bit different, but the media tries to spin it like every time. There's always outrage on social media and everybody loses their minds. But really, it's not, racism is not too common on the regular street, depending on your environment, of course. I'm not saying that. But the media uses it to, make, first of all, to distract, of course, from from other
everything's
things.
A distraction.
Exactly. People need to be careful about what the media uses against you, because it is being used against you. You need to be careful about how you're using your attention, and you might have to help them out. But you have to just be careful who you're listening to and who you're consuming content from, because a lot of people throw the word racism out, and it's to distract you, and it's to actually make you weak and distract you from actually what's really going on. But it's also to make you hateful, make you emotional, make you hate your neighbor. A lot of these tactics are used by other people to make you simply get emotional and go against certain others, when in reality the common folk should be uniting against the people who are trying to put us down, make us weak, make us submit, make us lose all our money and submit to the government, try to get food stamps and try to give up, get fat, and die, and pay taxes, and just give to the bigger guy. We need to all unite, regardless of whatever your race is, whoever you are. We should all be, the common folks should be united against the forces of evil.
For real. And
a lot of people don't understand.
We talk about how racism has no structure in society, that shouldn't be a thing. You would be surprised at how wrong we had it against the South. The South is way less racist than we think it is. Because I grew up here. I knew
you live in the South, in the North South.
I knew how society was up here, and like we don't have room, we don't have time to be racist up here most of the time, unless you're heavily rich, like you have a nice house.
Yeah,
but like you move down there, you literally have no time to be racist, because every neighbor that you have is a different race than what you are. I have a Hispanic family directly to the left of my house. I have a white family to the right of my house. 2 doors down on the right, I got a black family. They're all my neighbors. They're all my people. And I love having conversations with all of them, because they have different points in society. But you also need all of those people, because one of them's a plumber, one of them's a veteran, one of them is a carpenter. But all of these people in this small society that you have in the South has a job that you need to keep society going. There's literally no room for racism down there. And I was so surprised to see that because I expected to hear the N-word out of a lot of white people's mouths when I first went down there, but it was surprising at how cohesive everyone was, regardless of race, creed, religion, whatever you want to call it, whatever it is going to be. It was kind of amazing to see, and that's my one good takeaway from being down south. But racism really has no room in society, and we were lied to as kids, honestly, because I go down south and I see no racism, except for the occasional racist white man.
Angry man yells at clowns.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Angry old man yells at clowns. Yeah, yeah.
But I
Those
will
kinda guys.
say, where I live, about 10 miles away, they still had the KKK walking in parades.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
Love to see that.
there is still that, but they took that away, I think 4 years ago now, and we're progressing as a society, and
Kind of.
some white
Sorta.
people are still mad about it. So you find out who your friends are really fast
quick.
down
Yeah.
there.
Let's talk about friend. More. Let's talk about how hard is it to find a friend in an unknown territory?
Like a real friend,
Right.
like someone that you actually want to be friends with.
Yep.
Don't move down south. That's how you do.
And why do you say
Honestly,
that?
the biggest problem that I've had down south is I explain society as the northeast is kind but not nice, and the southeast is nice but not kind. And what I mean by that is, like, say you have a flat tire, you break down on the side of the road, you got a flat tire. A northeasterner is gonna pull over and help you out and call you a dumbass for having a flat tire and putting yourself in that situation, but they're gonna take care of it with you. They're gonna help you. Whereas down south, they're going to send their thoughts and prayers and not help you with a damn thing. So you don't have real down there. It doesn't happen. If it does happen, hold on to them because that's a fucking unicorn.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. I feel like everywhere you go, you will never find friends like Andrew and I.
Oh, God,
That's
no.
ever again.
That's what I
God,
was saying.
no.
Ever again in your life. If you find one, it is literally a unicorn, because I feel like, especially how Andrew and I are, like, I don't think you'll ever find people that are like that. Maybe like 30 years ago, maybe you could find people like
Honestly,
Andrew and I. But I don't think nowadays you're gonna find people like us.
my current boss, I can say, is very, very similar to us in mindset alone, to all three of us, but he's not exactly the same. But shout out Lucas Lane. That's my boy.
Shout out.
But like he's real, he's honest, he's straightforward, he doesn't give a fuck about your feelings. And I love it because I'd rather have an honest, straight up answer and have that friendship instead of someone lying to me and saying that they care about me and then going talking shit behind my back and all
Which
that.
happens all the time.
Oh yeah, he'd rather
forever.
talk shit to my face than talk good about me behind my back. But I love that kind of thing. Like, you talk shit to my face, I can talk shit back, and then we'll go talk good about each other to our bosses or whatever. And that's how it is most of the time with him. Sometimes we talk shitty about each other, and then we talk shitty to our friends about each other, and it's like, we know. We tell each other about it later, and we fuck around. That's it. But it's just jokes with him and I. But like, that's probably the best boss that I've had so far, and I was surprised because he was born and raised in North Carolina, like deep South North Carolina.
Deep South.
Yeah,
The deep
like,
South.
like you go to his house and you hear ding 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 ding, dueling banjos type of shit.
Oh man.
Yeah, but he's a cool motherfucker, and like, that's the only friend that I've had down there that I can say is similar to us in mindset alone. Other than that, man, you can't make friends that are real down there. And I've found that out. Like, people act like they want to be your friend and they want to take care of you, and they'll talk all nice and be like, "Oh no, honey, that's okay," and then go talk shit about you behind your back.
Yeah.
I don't need that in life. I need you to be real with me, like you two. These are the real friends I have.
Exactly.
Well, it's like the thing with me is I try to be real as I can. I try to be authentic to the ones I respect the most. So
Honest to a fault.
I never lie to my I would never fuck my friends' girls. I would never lie to my friends, try to deceive them, try to be dishonest, try to steal, try to cheat, try to take away things. I simply tried to give value to the ones that are close to me. Now, a lot of people, they're either call that bullshit because they actually don't know what a true friend is, so
Yeah.
they won't even understand what I'm saying anyway. But it's very important that we understand that certain people who respect you and actually like you will actually put in work to try to be an associate of you. If you're actually a true friend, then you'll try to, you'll insist on paying for the meal. You'll ask them if they're all right when when an instinct in your brain tells them that they're not feeling good, and you'll ask them, "Hey, everything good?" Because men operate in certain ways. Like a lot of the sisterhood got the sisterhood, and that's cool for that gender.
Right.
But a lot of men don't have a male support system, and it could be a detriment. So a lot of people will say, "Well, Kevin's in North Carolina, so how does that work when you communicate with your real friends?" Well, it's simple. He shoots us a text and we answer. So there's been instances where Kevin will shoot us a text and we'll answer immediately because we're just those people.
Most of the time, it's just stupid shit like, "Hey, I miss you."
Yeah, and it's like, miss you too, bro. It's all love. But a lot
Yeah.
of people don't we work together, we fight together, we train together, we just genuinely enjoy each other's company. And that's what happens with true friendship. It doesn't go away like that.
No.
There's a certain thing that's there. There's a foundation, there is a stepping stone there. And a lot of people crave that bond. And it's a human experience because men will go to war together and then they'll drink together, they'll fight together, and they'll die together.
Oh yeah.
It's only in recent times that we don't have to deal with war like a previous centuries of generations of men have had to deal with. Someone goes into your territory, you team up with your brothers and you try to kill them, and you enjoy your last moments of your life with your brothers. And you make love to a woman, you create the offspring, and then you go to war and you die.
Make war, not love.
That's right. Yeah. But that goes back to history. But in modern times, just to know that you have an actual friend that will help you, let's say in a modern situation, you're driving at 3 a.m. and your tire blows out and you spin around and you crash to a metal railing.
Oh yeah.
Do you have someone, not family member, that you can call to help you out? Because I do.
Yeah.
I'm grateful to say that I do. And they'll answer the phone if they hear the vibration, and they'll come help you because it is a sign of respect. Like, hey, I kind of need you. You don't have to if you don't want to, genuinely, but it would be cool if you did.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And I have those kind of friends. Kevin has those kind of friends. Even though they're very rare, they're not supposed to be common because it's hard to find friends.
Oh yeah. It's hard to find. It's not hard to find friends. It's easy to be friendly with people and make friends. It's hard to find true friends. People that you actually want to be around and make your life better.
Because that's what friends should be.
Exactly.
Friends shouldn't just be people that are just there to pass the time.
I got a lot of those.
They should be there not just only pass time, but like while passing time, like you're experiencing things. You're like they give you they just bring positivity to your life in some sort of way that you learn something. There's so many other outlooks to it than just them just passing you and them just passing the time. That's
even just being an enjoyable person to be around. Like,
yeah,
I enjoy my time with the both of you, but
Yeah.
like I feel like I learn something every time I'm here with you.
exactly.
It's great, but it's also great that I have an enjoyable time.
Yeah, exactly. Because you don't want to just sit around and just bullshit about nothing and just either not even learn anything or just wish that I could have been doing something else. Come on, man, why you gotta throw your phone like that?
It is not the whiskey.
This is definitely the whiskey.
Right.
But yeah, like friends, real friends, they're very rare. I mean, like you can find decent friends every so often.
Oh, I make friends all the time.
Yeah, but I'm not just talking about just friends. I'm talking about like decent friends, like the friends that aren't like Andrew and I caliber, but like the ones that are just like a slight below that. that are, they're cool and like they help you through things, whatever. They don't go above and beyond like like people like Andrew and I, but they're at least there. Like at least, I mean, there's still going to be rare people to find, but I mean, they're at least a lot easier to find than people like Andrew and I. I just wish that everyone.
Right.
I just wish that everyone could find people that are
Some
that
kind
have
of
the same
support
qualities as
system.
them.
Yeah.
Everyone has their unique qualities that make them who they are, and that's why you're memorable. That's why you're unique. That's why you're that guy to certain people. I mean, Kevin, do you know anyone else that's like Mike and I are in North
fuck
Carolina?
no.
Exactly.
You're the most unique motherfucker I know.
That is a damn fact.
would like to claim that title as the most unique motherfucker on the channel, but a lot of people just don't find those, and then they, So, like, what's your average routine in North Carolina, basically?
I think we already went over this.
but
I wake up, I go to work, I come home, I eat, I take care of the animals outside, and I go to sleep. That's really it.
And what would it take to change that? What would it take to change that routine?
Honestly, right now, I wouldn't change that routine just because I've been doing that to be strict on myself financially. If I change that routine, then it's going to cost me money more than likely.
Well, that's not. I mean, you could go out, not spend money, find friends, go out, do things. There are things that you don't need to spend cash on.
The problem is in North Carolina, everything's at least a half hour away, so I'm spending money somehow, some way, at least on gas.
I guess that makes sense.
And proper maintenance on my vehicle. I mean, one way or another, you see North Carolina, I'm gonna spend money, and I also don't just want to go to the bar and drink. That seems like the
definitely
worst.
don't want to do that.
So tell us about the bar life in North Carolina.
It's fucking horrible.
Why?
I mean, there are a couple of good dive bars you go in, people know your name, and it's cool to just hang out with them and have a drink. But like other than that, it's you either got hoes all the time or like you can't get into bars with hoes that are always there.
Are they sexy hoes at least?
No.
Damn.
No. Dude, it's a horrible scene. You got
They're like prostitute looking.
yes, and not like the good ones, not the expensive prostitutes.
yeah,
no,
no,
like
no, no.
like the $5 hookers.
Yeah, like the Stillwater prostitutes, the
Yeah.
Blackwater prostitutes.
But like people down south, they don't know what good looking women are. It seems like
Probably not.
so it's horrible down there.
It's yee country.
Not even like the yee part of it, because I've met good looking people that are from all across the states, but like the fact of the matter is like you got people down there that are 300 pounds wearing short shorts and crop tops and stuff like that. And honestly, you do what you want with your body. I get it, but it's not attractive to 90% of men. And if it is attractive to some of the men, have at it, but it's not 10%. For me.
So what do you usually do in your free time?
I don't typically have free time because I work.
I know you mentioned you sleep,
Well, I do sleep quite a bit. I mean, when I get the chance, because I only sleep about 6 hours a night most of the time.
Feel that?
But when I do get the chance on the weekends, if I get the chance on the weekends, then I sleep as much as I can to try and catch up. But if I'm going, if I'm going to stay up and be awake and alert in society, I'll probably go see my brother, because that's one of the few bonds, one of the two bonds realistically at this point that I have in society down there. And he's actually home from college right now. He's on vacation, but here I am in Jersey. But it's good to see my other brothers,
That's us.
But I mean, on a day-to-day basis, weekend basis, or otherwise, I mean, I'm usually either working or sleeping, or on very few occasions I go play pool with my brother.
Okay, I mean, that's not a bad way to be.
No.
So let's talk about online consumption.
Okay.
My phone just told me yesterday that I have an average daily use of my phone for 8 hours and 30 minutes a day.
That's
and
not good.
I think about 4 hours of that, half of the time, I guess, is probably spent on the internet specifically.
Hit me.
Either on Facebook, Instagram, or some other form of social media. I don't have TikTok. I will not get TikTok.
TikTok is coronavirus.
I had the Wuhan flu.
The alcohol is now laughing. It's not Andrew anymore.
Oh, yeah.
I am about to run out of Jackfire.
We got other Jack.
No, we're gonna just. I'm sticking with just.
We're
Jack
just
Dry
going.
today.
How much you have left? I'm curious.
Not
Okay,
a lot.
you have like a sip of more, and I have like another sip of more, and Mike has the rest of the bottle.
Which is a sip more.
Which is about a sip of more. Maybe 3 or 4 sips. Depending.
Before we get into online consumption, so how are you? How you feeling right now?
As far as alcohol consumption,
Yes.
I do still have a high tolerance. I've found out because it's only been 3 months since I actually consumed alcohol, and at the time I only had one drink. But I think by body weight standards, I still have a very high tolerance to alcohol, which is kind of a shame. 'Cause
You
I
must
thought
be
I'd feeling
nice.
something.
You
yeah.
are doing a very good job because I will admit to the audience I am not sober at this moment. If after this podcast ends, if it ever ends, I will not be able to put the key into the ignition of my car and then drive away to a ShopRite and possibly buy some carbs. It's not happening. I would not be able to drive tonight.
Good.
Probably
food
for the
craving.
better.
That's probably for
you
the
shouldn't
best.
drink
Right.
and drive. But
Mike, how you doing over there?
I'm tired because I think alcohol just makes me tired. I think any type of
Well, I'm here to keep you awake and alive while we keep going.
Oh.
So it's not over.
it'll never be over.
That's right. That's the attitude that we need on this channel. And so, Kevin, let's get back to the main question. So, online consumption.
yeah,
What what would you say you consume online the most?
consume online the most. I mean, I watch a lot of the Instagram stories, a lot of Andrew Tate, and a lot of anime comes up on my
What do you
Instagram
think?
feed.
What do you think drives the algorithm to have you view these subjects?
Mostly because of the fact that my brother is a huge supporter of Andrew Tate as well as I am.
How old is your brother?
My brother is about to turn 20 in November,
Okay.
which is insane to me because I remember when he just came home from the hospital.
Shit, tell me about it.
Right.
I haven't talked to my brother in
Life
like
changes,
4
though,
months.
man.
So shout out to my brother. I will talk to you soon.
Yo, what's up, little man?
You.
Yeah, you haven't seen him in like years.
Yeah, I
Years.
think the
Years.
last time I saw him was like when he was about to turn 17 or something like
A
that.
lot of people don't know out there that I actually do have a brother and a sister.
Sister.
Slurring my
She's still a
words
redhead?
little bit. What?
Yeah.
She's what?
She's still a little redhead.
Yep.
Jeez.
Well, not little, but
No, well-
she's still red.
still redhead
Head.
though.
Yeah. You know,
I'm gonna have to
Let-
empty out that.
let me
bottle.
tell you something, brother.
Oh yeah.
Fucking all these,
Half a sec.
because all these internet.
No.
No. There's
That's
not
enough
really.
right
There's nothing left in here. These internet fucking influencers, right?
Which ones? The males or the
All of 'em.
females?
All of
Oh,
them.
the female influences we're gonna get to in a little
let's,
bit.
but let's talk about. Let's just talk about the male ones.
For
Let's talk
now.
about the male ones for right now because I feel like this makes sense. At least to me. I feel like a lot of guys out there don't know or don't understand where to differentiate, trying to take someone's advice and using it on their own life and also being like them. It's like and we've seen that. I'm pretty sure we've seen this with people like Andrew Tate, where people will take his advice and they will try to replicate himself. They will try
Yeah.
to copy him. I feel like that is a problem. I feel like a lot of, and I feel like this is probably mostly from people that are younger.
Yeah.
They'll do this because they don't know better. But what people need to be doing, if they watch people like Andrew Tate, like all these other male influencers,
Aiden Ross.
even like us, even like
Oh yeah.
even people like us, I feel like they shouldn't copy us. They shouldn't try to be like us. They should just take the advice that we bring
And make their own version of it.
and influence it into their own life
Oh yeah.
and use it based on their own experiences, because we've experienced things that people probably haven't experienced, and they've probably experienced things that we haven't, right? And so they have a different outlook on life than we do, for the most part, I'm assuming. And if they find advice that they feel like, oh, this is good advice, I need to use this, they should be taking it into their own account, and then they should be, molding it into what they believe is true.
Right.
But
A lot of people don't. I don't think a lot of people do that. I feel like people just want to shave all the hair off their head.
Well, hey, wait.
No, listen, no, shave all the hair off their head and want to pretty much buy a Bugatti and ask what color they want. Like that, I feel like a lot of guys, I feel like a lot of men, especially that get into people like that. And I'm not just saying only Andrew Tate. I'm just saying like all of these male influencers, they'll want to just copy them. They want to be them because they can't figure out how to be themselves.
And obviously we all want to be able to just go to some dealership somewhere and say get an Alfa Romeo or a McLaren or a Bugatti, but like that's not where society fits you into unless you put yourself into that situation.
Exactly.
So you can't just go out and be like, oh yeah, I can shave my head and be exactly like him. No, you have to work for that shit.
Yeah,
you have to make it your own.
Yeah, and like you probably can't do it the way he did it, but
No,
but
no.
but make it the way that you can make it.
Exactly.
By doing the things that you like to do, by being you, by being who you are and not who other people are, because that is the problem. A lot of people want to be other people, and that's just not how life is. You are you, and you need to go through life being you, because if you aren't you, then no one will be. And if you're being other people, then you're not original. You are not unique. Those people, people like Andrew Tate, they're unique.
Oh God,
people like us, we're unique. But if you try to be like us or be like them, you're not unique at all. You're
just a copy.
Yeah, you're just a copycat. You're a follower. Which being a follower, is fine in certain extents, but not in all aspects.
No, you have to follow the way of thinking. And that's about it.
Yeah, following in the ways of life, like in the thinking process, and just pretty much all, like what you said, all thinking. Like you gotta learn from them, and then take it upon yourself to put into action.
And you can't be exactly like them. You can't just go out and think exactly like them immediately. You have to take bits and pieces from everyone that you see and take what you think is morally correct, what is societally supposed to be correct, and financial aspects. That's going to be a big thing for men in society. Is you have to control the finances. You don't have to be the breadwinner, but you have to be the one that everything goes through in order to be a man. In order to be a man in society today, and it's difficult. And I'm not going to say it's not, but like the best way to do it is, stay single, do your own thing for a while, figure out your own life, figure out how your mindset is, and learn from other people and move on from there. And then you can have that, I don't know, demand. What is it?
Right.
That pride, that movement into being that person. You got to push yourself to be the controller of the finances and to make sure that everything is going correctly. Because men are naturally logical, women are naturally emotional.
Clearly.
So what other content creators have you followed or gotten into in the past, or lately?
I don't really follow a lot of them. I don't, read the news about all of them and all that. I just kind of go on Instagram, and whatever comes across my feed, I look at, I'll send it to you. Maybe you can use it for content or talk about it in the channel or whatever. But most of the time I just look at it. If it's funny, I laugh at it. If it's serious and I can take some information away from it and use it to my advantage, I'll do that. But for the most part, I just go into the internet and just scroll through my feed on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, and I just find things that are funny or find things that I can use to my advantage.
Yeah, because a lot of people take internet celebrities way too seriously.
Oh, fuck that.
They get really into it. They they make it their habit, their life, their hero. But the truth is, you need to make your life as it is for you. You need to actually decide what steps you need to take for your own journey, and what to actually, how to actually build your life into what it is.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, they try to copycat other influencers, as they said before, and they always try to take other people's direct quotes. But what everyone needs to realize is that they need to create their own identity in who they are. Like, what would you say? I mean, you scroll through different things. So what is your main takeaway on what's going on in the internet streets?
Society's fucked.
Well,
that's most of what I take away, because most people don't want to listen to what Andrew Tate has to say, and most people want to listen to, what Aiden Ross.
What are your thoughts? Actually, I'm sorry. Go on. I'm sorry.
and Adam 22 and like all of these fucked up individuals. Realistically, they're fucked up in the head. They have mental illnesses. They have all of these issues that are going on in their lives, and they don't take it seriously. They just laugh at themselves or laugh at other people in society and then move on. And that's not how it's supposed to be. You got people out here like Andrew Tate and what's the British newscaster? I can't remember his name.
Pierce Morgan?
Pierce
Right.
Morgan.
And you got all these people out here that are trying to move society in the correct direction, trying to have men think for themselves, trying to have women, not conforming, because I don't want to say that women need to conform, but at the same time, if you have a man in your life, you're supposed to be protected by that man, and your job is to take care of the house. And if you choose to have that option, so be it. And that's what I want for my future. If I have the monetary gain and the financial stability to do that, I will have my wife at home taking care of my children.
That's 100%. Sarah, my wife wants to do that. My wife wants to.
I 100% support
She's
that.
like, I want to be. I was like, I will get you there.
Yeah.
Like that's what I want. I
Which
will
is
get
why
you
you're
to
fighting
make it.
right now.
Yeah, we will.
like, So if that's what she wants, like, then she's gonna be good at it.
Right.
That's what I want.
I say this all the time. Mike and I have been doing this for years now.
Yeah,
The
you
last time, when we were in North Carolina, we had you. We featured you. Sorry. We featured you
Yeah, we went to Planet
in a
Fitness, too.
vlog, and we told each other we're going to make it.
Yeah.
We still have the mentality of we're going to make it.
Oh yeah.
No matter what.
No, you're
We're
still fighting.
People will hear our message. They will hear what we have to say, and we're going to make a difference in the world, and we're going to make a stronger unity of mankind. And we're going to do that, and we're going to make an impact of the world. And we're still on that journey.
Oh yeah.
When we first came to North Carolina to do a vlog with you, we only had like 100 subscribers.
Less than
100.
Yeah, I think you guys were at like 86, weren't you?
Yeah,
probably like 80.
you might be right. And now we're at 739 at this moment of recording. Who knows if it changes less or greater than?
Hopefully.
But now we have the vision to go beyond that, to go to 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and to a lot of people, they'll say, even if you get to 1,000 or 5,000 or 10,000, it's still not a lot compared to the majority. Yeah, you may be right, but we're going to try to get to the maximum amount that we can to reach as many people as we can with our message, because we are real people living in the real world with a real message. And we are actually, believe it or not, we are authentic, even though some may not believe it because of the other content that they've been consuming online, and it raises their doubts on whether these people are real or fake. Mike and I live in the real world.
Yeah.
We have real friends, like
real jobs.
Real jobs.
Yeah,
real friends. We pay taxes. We don't commit crime.
We don't die yet.
No, we do not die. We pay
Not yet.
taxes. We live our lives. We pay our rent.
Right.
We pay our car insurance. We are the average man trying to do the average way of life. But on the side, we are trying to inspire potentially billions of people watching content on the internet. And doing that is making a possible impact in the world. And no matter what happens, if we make it or not make it, we're going to try to damn near try. And if we die trying, so be it. We put ourselves out there. We said what we have to say. And no matter what happens now at this point, we're going to live forever. Our message is on the internet, recorded, and is backed up on file. So no matter what happens, we lived our truth. We said our truth. No matter what we did with a message. We did with encouragement. We did with a purpose, and we did with meaning and integrity. And a lot of people will not understand, but the ones who do will carry on the message that we have set forth.
Yeah. Heroes live forever and legends never die.
That's right. Shout out to Sandlot. That is a great movie.
Yes.
Do not forget the heroes of old time.
Exactly.
But this may be drunk Andrew talking, but
Probably
as
is.
some say, the drunk you is the real you. So this is the real me.
You're always the real you. You just slur your words now.
Drunk words are
Yes,
sober thoughts.
there is some drunk words and sober thoughts as well. But everyone has their fight that they have to
Jack's
fight
empty.
against. How much do you have left?
It's pretty much empty.
It's like half a
You
sip,
want this
maybe.
little? You want the couple drops?
It should be yours. You're the host of the
It's
podcast.
okay.
Damn.
I
Guys,
have a little bit left.
Mike is a true friend because he gave me most of his last drink, which is only about less than a half sip, which I will take
Yeah.
immediately while Kevin talks to you.
As Kevin does not speak whatsoever. He's just very confused.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be talking about because I think
What do you-
we kind of passed over the same subject.
Kevin,
anyways.
what do you think about these gotcha podcasts?
I don't know what a gotcha is.
Okay, so so gotcha.
Oh, like got you.
Yeah, like
Okay,
I got you.
Got you. Okay,
Yeah,
I got
like-
you.
You know which podcast I'm talking about, right?
Not really.
Okay, so these podcasts that are a lot of people started to call them gotcha podcasts. They're like the whatever podcast, Fresh and Fit podcast. They pretty much get a bunch of like these guys get like a bunch of women on a podcast together and they explain like why they're either they try to explain to them why they're dumb or whatever. And
Oh, like the nerdy looking white dude that always wears the flannels and he has the rolled up sleeves. I forget
Yeah,
his name.
that.
I enjoy watching those because I find them
Like, they're
hilarious.
funny
but
and-
other than
they're
that,
funny in like clip form.
they're not adding anything to
It-
society.
Exactly.
So I don't respect it, but I find it funny.
Yeah, because like I remember when like the shit first started, we were thinking, oh, we should probably do that. But like at the same time, we were like, well, number one, we're not gonna get fined.
It's actually
Yeah, we're
hard
not
to
gonna
get
find
girls
women
to
to,
get
like,
on your
Actually
podcast.
do that,
Right.
And also at the same time, is like we're not gonna really get a lot of value out of doing it.
How do you think those guys get those girls on the podcast, to be honest?
Well,
Well, there
Is there some kind of
fees and-
monetary gain that they're getting out of
I
it?
mean,
well, because I think a lot. Well, especially I know for with Fresh and Fit, and I feel like probably the whatever too is like they shout out these chicks like Instagrams and OnlyFans or whatever for
Oh.
for cloud purposes.
yeah.
But and
Making
so,
them
like,
famous in a
yeah,
sense.
so like yeah, and then in return they pretty much just try to rip on them the whole time.
So each kind of party gets it gets content
Yeah,
in some way,
yeah.
shape, or form.
yeah, and like at the same time, like what am I gonna get out of watching it other than a couple cheap laughs? Like,
Oh yeah.
like I'm not learning anything.
No, it's just a joke here and there. You laugh at it and you move on.
It's like watching fight videos.
Oh yeah, I
it's like
love
watching-
watching fight videos.
It's like watching
but
fight videos. It's just like your
It's
dead
mindless
brain-
television. Yeah.
Yeah, it's mindless shit. It's
You're just watching it to
and
be
like
like,
I don't.
ooh, that's fun.
I'm not harping on these guys for what they do. Like they're getting views. They're getting
Right.
subscribers.
But it's not
like-
adding anything to society. There's no gain
exactly.
to having
So
it.
like I don't like I'm not mad at the game.
Right.
I'm just
can't hate the
I'm just
player.
disappointed. I'm just disappointed that like I can't learn something. It won't. It physically does not let me learn something that I already know.
yeah.
I already know about certain things. Like I'm not learning things. I already know these things. I'm not learning anything. Some people might learn something, but then after the second podcast of it, they already learned everything.
It's like, all right, I already got my few laughs. Why are you still doing this?
Yeah, like I like it's cool. I like that they want to do that. I like that they thought of it.
Right.
I like that they had the idea, like because they produced that. They were producers. Anyone who does that after the fact, they had consumed it and they want to just copy it, which is
Right.
cool. I'm not gonna harp on them for having the idea. However, I just don't get any value from it, and so I'm not going to support it. I'm not going to watch it, and that's perfectly fine. I feel like people need certain things to get through life, either it be mindless videos or podcasts like those, or if they want to learn things and experience and go through life with it to find different experiences like what they can find with us. I feel like whatever you want to do, just do it, but don't take everything so seriously.
Yeah. Well, that's like the Gotcha podcast kind of remind me of, and I'm not ripping on the guy. He made his money. He did well. The whole Jerry Springer show thing. Like most of those people
And
were
Maury.
like paid actors and stuff like that. Yeah, Maury
Maury
and
too.
was it
yeah,
Steve
be careful.
Wilkos?
A
and
lot
all
of
them?
stuff is behind the scenes. They're
it's
paid
honestly-
and all that.
Yeah, it's just mindless television. You
Yeah.
get your few quick laughs out of it, and then you move
Right.
on. You're not learning anything. You're not gaining anything from it. You're just getting your laughs and moving on, because that's makes you feel better about your life, makes you feel happy because that's not going on in your life, and like it's funny, and then you move on and you forget about everything that ever happened on that show.
People need to realize that a lot of content online is pre-planned
Oh god,
and
yeah.
it's designed to get you to become
Get a
emotional.
rise. Yeah.
It's designed to become, to get you into an emotional state, to get you to react and like and subscribe and give
Right.
them money and give them ad revenue on YouTube. And it's also just to get you talking and to get the word around, which, it does pretty well at. People need to prepare and be careful about the content they consume because it will. I really believe some of this stuff can destroy your perception of the real world. Now, when you spend a certain amount of time in the real world versus the time you spent on your phone and in the internet, because let's be honest, when people are not at their job, if they don't have friends or a hobby or things they want to do to improve their life, they're going to be online and they're going to be searching for things to make them feel good while they are distracted from being at work or living their day-to-day life that they hate. So you need to be careful at what you're consuming is the main message, because what you consume can consume you
Right.
at a very easy rate, which is why we try to bring people from the internet world into the real world and make you realize, hey, listen, the things you're watching online is not really how it is. If you're the man that you can be and want to become and actually put consistent effort into, then you can actually make yourself living a good life if you actually put in the work.
Yeah.
Which is a hard thing for a lot of guys to do, because a lot of guys, they don't want to get a real job. They don't want to put the hard work in, the consistency. And even though a lot of people are these days making a lot of money online, and it's making a lot of people now, a lot of people that work the same kind of line of work as you do, would be upset at the money that influencers make from sitting on a screen and talking shit and playing video games compared to the hard labor that you guys do. And you're one of the guys that actually work on machines.
Yeah.
You work on the things that are hard to actually work on. So what are your thoughts on that?
Honestly, it does upset me at how much society basically pays these people to be in front of a screen all day and play video games or talk shit about people, or just these like you said, gotcha podcasts and stuff like that. It does make me upset, but I'm not upset at the person that's making the content. I'm upset at the people, my fellow people, that are watching these podcasts and
Exactly.
donating money and making these people famous.
That's the whole thing with OnlyFans too that we were talking about earlier in the podcast.
Simps.
The whole thing.
Cucks.
It's all the same. It's all the same. We these people that there's the content's available, and people just flock to it.
Yeah, and
regardless of if depending on what it is, like if it's the OnlyFans, they're all the losers and the simps and the whatever, they're going to be the ones to shovel that money in there, and then all the people who, I mean, they're still going to be losers mostly, but losers and people that they don't know what else to do with their life, they're pretty much lost.
Yeah,
they're going to be the ones that are going to shovel all the money into the streamers and other influencers, because they enjoy either them pretty much shelling out degeneracy, or the way that they talk and tell stories, or whatever it might be, whatever the reason is, they're going to shovel the money in there, and those streamers get all the money. I mean, like, hey, I'm not going to complain that they're going to make money.
right.
Like, I want to make that money.
Right.
I want to make that money.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna sit here and cry about it. I'm gonna work to it.
Right.
Like, I mean, it's not like that is. I mean, that's not like the 100% goal of what this channel is. Like, we want to help people. Like, we want to make a difference, in people's lives. Like, having that as a bonus, and we would love to do that, and we would love to make money enough to really help people. We want to really help people, and if we were able to get the money like they do, right, to do that, oh man, the things that we could do. Things that we could do with that, and how many people we could help, and people that we can move, like push them forward in their life. It would be insane. It'd be insane. And like, I would love to do that, and I respect the people that are making that type of money. But shit, like, the things I would do for that,
Yeah.
That's
just
what
to
I've
help
been
people,
saying.
just to help people, man.
It's insane with all these people that we have nowadays with the online influencing and stuff like that. And you still got people out there that are playing Minecraft and Fortnite and making
yeah.
money off of that.
Yeah.
But like, I consume that kind of television when I'm falling asleep, but that's about it.
Yeah,
Just don't take it too seriously.
Nothing in
I would
life
say.
is serious, really. You just got to keep pushing and keep making your own money and making your way through life.
Right.
Nothing on the internet is serious. You just watch it, consume it. If you can take something
And
away
go
from it
away.
and learn,
Yeah, because
Right.
you know, throughout the years, you've been a very calm guy. Like you're very reasonable.
Mhm.
You're very logical. You look at the world. You're very observant.
Yeah.
You're kind of the silent type, but also like
Oh, yeah.
you talk to the right people. Kind of like Mike and I guess that's one of the reasons that kind of attracted us. Just made us kind of like the friends that we are.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting how times have changed since the old days.
But I feel like we've stayed the same regardless of how much times have changed.
We still have the same moral values.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
still, the inner us is still the same based on as it was in high school. And things change along the way. Like certain environmental changes happen throughout the time. But the soul, the spirit, and the embodiment of who we are still remain to this day.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what makes it all come together in the end of the day. Kevin comes here, we visit him, and in this special occasion, we invite him on the podcast because that's what friends do.
Yeah.
And that's what that's what people do when they actually feel a connection with human beings that are actually on the same level as their own. They, because a lot of people don't have that kind of bond.
Right.
They don't. It's very unfortunate because I think if we did, I think the world would be in a lot better of a place.
Oh, yeah.
And, so are you going to say something?
I mean, I'm not a huge believer in the Bible. I'm not a Christian by any means, but like the whole love thy neighbor thing comes to me when we talk about this kind of thing. You have to, take care of the people around you and hope that they're going to take care of you. And if they do, then that's your true friends. Love thy neighbor isn't just your neighbor, it's everyone around you. You take care of the people that take care of you. You make sure that everyone's well taken care of. If you make it to the top, then you reach your hand down to help the next person up with you.
Yeah.
It's not just about you in this life. You got friends, you got family, you take care of everything. Take care of everyone.
And a lot of people don't know what it's like to actually have people that feel that way. A lot of people out there. We're gonna do a video in a couple of days about this, but it's about a man who put a vlog out there saying how lonely he is. But there's a lot of people out there that actually are lonely, and they don't have the support that we have. And I understand. I'm not angry or upset or judgmental at you, but I will say that it is possible to create a social circle of people that you can connect with and actually make a good life with.
Yeah.
There is endless possibilities, especially with the, because people use the internet as an enemy, but you can use it as a friend. You can find Facebook groups and different kind of alternative ways to make friends and meet up with people that may share the same kind of values as you, and you can create certain tribes within those kind of ideas.
Yeah, and I've tried to do that on Facebook. It's there are societal differences between the North and the South, but at the same time, if you go out and you meet new people, you're always going to get a different experience. You're always going to get
Right.
something new. You're always going to learn something that you can take to the next experience that you have in the same sense or even in a different sense. Sometimes you meet people in real life versus meeting people online. You can use something that you used online or use something that you used in real life to meet these people, have conversations, and you're always bettering yourself if you join these groups in Facebook, or if you meet people in real life. Even if you go to like Comic-Con or like Renaissance fairs or whatever you're into, you can always meet someone that has at least similar morals, similar beliefs to what you have. So I mean, there are always friends to make, but it's very rare that you find the true friendship that I think that I have between the two of you. And it's not exactly the easiest thing to go out and just be part of society. And I mean, a lot of people nowadays are introverted. They stay at home. They don't really want to talk to people.
Right.
They're afraid of the
Yeah.
Wuhan flu and all that.
Yeah,
You
You know,
exactly.
it's still rampant up here apparently because I've
Yeah.
seen a lot of masks. I haven't seen any masks in at least a year in North Carolina. But you have different strokes for different folks. If you want to stay online and make these, groups and meet people online and have connections with people online, then so be it. But if you really want to meet these people in real life, go out and do it, man. There's nothing to be afraid of. And if there is something to be afraid of, then you're not in the right group.
Yeah.
It
And
has
that's
to do with
coming.
you.
Yeah, and that's coming from a friend that we haven't seen in a while. But Kevin is a guy that when we do see him, it's just like yesterday. Same vibes, same energy, same loyalty, same brotherhood, and same.
Still got loyalty. I'm a
Yep. I am half awake right now, but I'm still
Yeah.
making the attempt. But yeah, Mike, what are your final thoughts before we end the podcast?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that like we've talked about on here, but one thing that's for sure is that if you have friends and you know that these friends are going to be um ride or dies, you better keep them. You better make sure
Yep.
you
Fuck yeah.
like no, you have to really know like if they actually are, but when you do know, like how we know,
Yep.
you keep those guys around because they'll be with you forever if you know what you're doing and you know how to you know keep friends the right way. And like like I said earlier, like Andrew and I, we don't talk to Kevin every day. Kevin doesn't talk to us every day.
Yeah.
But when we're together, it's like we haven't left, and it's like he never moved away. It's like we're still in junior year in high school.
Yeah.
Like we're still fucking around the same way that we were back then.
Yep.
Like it's all the same. It's all great, and get your like people need to get friends like that. And don't be discouraged if you don't have any right now, because eventually you probably will find at least someone that will be a friend like that. And don't give up, because a lot of people I know give up so quickly, so easily, because they see people have these specific things that they feel like they may never have. But it doesn't mean that you will never get it. You just have to find it, and you just don't give up on that.
All right, Kevin, what do you have final thoughts on being here on the All Gains podcast?
I mean, it's a great place to be. I love it here. But like, back to what Mike said, you might not ever find friends like what we have or whatever, but you can still do it on your own. There's nothing holding you back from doing it on your own. And that's kind of what I'm focused on right now, is because I'm staying away from the dating life. I'm staying away from, making more friends, making these societal leaps, trying to
Yeah, right.
but I'm trying to just stay away from everything, be myself, and make these financial judgments on my own, and trying to move further in my personal life. You don't need friends, but it helps, and having true friends is definitely a beautiful thing to have.
I 100% agree.
1000% agree. Yeah, guys. So that was our podcast with our old friend Kevin, who was kind enough to come from North Carolina. He drove like what? How many hours was it?
7.5 because
7.5
of when I
hours.
left, but I think when I go back, it's gonna be like 8.5 or more now.
Yeah. So we're always
that.
grateful when an old friend comes in and is kind enough to come on our podcast and shoot some shit, have some fun, and hopefully give some game to you guys out there. And guys, make sure that you never lose contact with the ones who showed you the most respect and the most kindness, and your actual friends out there that you may not even know were the ones that should be given the most respect to. So guys, definitely give a like to this video, hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. If you want some more awesome content, let us know in the comment section below. Do you guys have a friend that when they come by, just so happy to see them, and you are just happy that they are your friend and you can actually make good memories together and all that? So definitely let us know in your comments, your comments on this video below. And yeah, like, subscribe, and we're gonna see you guys in the next video. Thanks for stopping by.